light. Can you give me light? I don't know why I'm not. Hold on, let me check my brightness on here. I think it could have been. No, I think it was my brightness. I think so. Oh. Yeah, it was just my brightness. Is your brother still there playing basketball? Nutty, give me this light in that living room because I need a little more light, please. Can you give me that light on in that living room for me real quick? Thank you so much. Thank you. Because we need a little bit more light in here. It is nighttime. What time is it for you guys over there? Oh, I'm just getting along. I was trying to message Henry. I can't get a hold of Henry. I don't know where he is. I don't think he checks his email. I wonder how long he's going to be hooping. Yes. I'm not going to the pool at night. Hello, Sherry. How are you doing? How is your weekend?
Can we?
Nobody's going. I'm not going to the pool at night. No, no, Joe. I'm gonna take you tomorrow.
Can we skate
later?
Wait, why is this loud?
Leave that alone. Yeah, that's for the bike.
Yeah, but
y'all give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to type this up really quick. And that's what I'm trying to do while Jill is over here harassing somebody. Because he want to go to the pool. And nobody's going to the pool.
You always say later.
Joe, you went to the pool all...
No.
He went to the pool all last week. I can't stay popped in. Oh, Melissa, thank you for coming in, girl. Have a good night. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate you. Hi, Jeff. How are you? You have a good night. I'm not... Hold on 1 second, guys, because I'm going to go. No. Y'all. Oh, Sherry's like, Jeff's leaving. All right. I know. He already tore up. I just bought a Swiffer. What's it called? A little Swiffer cleaner thing. And he already tore that up. And then he go bust it out right when I go online. I'm like, Joe is not doing this tonight. You're tired? I hope you have a good night's sleep. I hear ya. I feel like it's been like a long week. I hope you have good sleep. Thank you, Jamie. How's your weekend went, Jamie? How are you doing, girl? Y'all see I had to go talk to Joe because Joe just as soon as I go live, he want to act up. He's just like, oh, she lied now. I'm about to pull all the strings tonight. I'm like, boy, if you don't stop. He's in the refrigerator right now. Lord help me. Thank you so much, Jeff. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Yes. You let the dog eat your pizza pocket. And now you want a burrito?
Yes.
Don't. Hold on 1 second, guys.
I'm going.
Y'all, Joel Joel don't be letting me do nothing. He just sit around the house tearing up everything. That's all he does. Oh my God. Sherry's laughing. Hello, is it Fahad? Like, how are you? How's everyone doing this Sunday evening? Jamie, how are you doing? Are you enjoying Arizona weather? Girl, we about to hit triple digit. Your dad turned 75. Happy birthday to your dad. I love that. I'm glad you had a good birthday party. 75 is amazing. I love that. All right, also when you're gonna be cut up to the what is this? When she gonna cut to the cheese ball. What are you talking about? What cheese balls? I like your hair, but the brown color is better on you. Sherry, my kids absolutely disagree with you, girl. They did not like my lighter color. They're like, we want you to go. They're like, we want you to go darker. We want to get dark. And my husband was the same way. My husband's like, I don't like the light color. You should go darker. And I was like, no, I'm about to go blonde. And they was not having it. I may still do a little. I may do. You know what? I think I may do like a short bob, but a blonde bob, and see how that looks. But they were like coming after me. You like the block? Thank you, Jamie. Because my kids did not like. They were like, we don't like the color. We don't like the color. And then my husband's like, he's like, yeah, that looks a lot better. I'm glad you didn't. He's like, I'm glad you switched back to the darker color. That's what kids do. Dang girl, you already know. I know, but no, because I had Joe when I told you guys I had Joe when I was 40. So Joe be working my last nerve. I think it's because being an older mom, I'll be like, boy, and you know what? Y'all know he's spoiled. Y'all absolutely know he's spoiled. And I think that's the problem. Joel is spoiled. He don't listen. He don't listen sometimes. I took him to the pool, and he was fighting with his brother for a what's it called? With the little, like the little floaty noodles. So Joel wasn't even playing with the noodles, but he doesn't want his brother to play with it. So I'm in the hot tub telling him that, I'm like, it's all right. You can let your brother play with it because you're not using it. And he's screaming at me, talking about, no. And so I was like, boy, go sit your behind now. I'm like, you in timeout. We at the pool and you in timeout. I'm like, you are in timeout for 5 minutes because you're not gonna be out. You are not gonna be outside talking to me crazy. So he had to do timeout at the pool. So my son was sitting in timeout for 5 minutes at the pool. So usually how old they are, you give them a minute. So he's 5. So he got a minute of 5 minutes of timeout. And then after that, he was more listening to me at the pool because I need you to listen. Because if I'm at the pool and you're doing something dangerous or you're doing something that's super risky, I need you to listen and not scream at me at the pool telling me no. So we're working on Joe listening, and he's doing a little bit timeouts. He's got to do timeout. He's got to listen. Thank you, Sherry. Then you know what causes it. Keep Jeff. What are you talking about, Jeff? You know what, Jeff? If you know what, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you was not behind that computer screen, can I say this on YouTube? Violence would be taking place with you. You would be like, you know what? I'm never gonna say that to her ever again, because she will hurt me. And she can't do it because I'm hiding behind the screen. Just think about that. Think about those words you type very carefully. Because I'll sick Sherry on you. And Jamie. So how's your Sunday? What'd you guys have for dinner? I did hot dogs. Well, I started back fasting. So I'm back into my fasting era. And so I had a hot dog, potato salad, and then it didn't work today. So then they ended up making me a turkey sandwich today. You'll be scared because you know what they say, Jeff? Computer screen make people brave. I'm just gonna tell you. You remember in real life, you'd be like, dang, you're gonna pick yourself off the floor for a minute. Sherry, well, how was your day today? How are you enjoying your new house? How's it going? Can you guys still hear me? Because every time I get an incoming phone call, the volume goes out. Can you guys hear me? Wait, whenever you have to make your life happy. It's too late for that. It's too late for whatever you have to do to make your life happy. You on my blacklist right now. It's Monday here, and last night I had KFC. I like that. Can you guys hear me? I'm sign language to y'all. Can y'all hear me? Because my oldest son was trying to call in. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Tell me why I'm scrolling and saw someone getting through the... What? Okay, you can? Okay, good. Yes, good to know. I hope you enjoy the list. Okay, yes, we can. BM, how are you, girl? How's your night? Or your morning, right? Okay. You guys know I'm never keep up with this stuff. I'm glad. Yeah, my son was just trying to call me. He was trying to FaceTime me. I FaceTimed my son earlier, and then I guess he was busy because y'all know he's in Kentucky, so he didn't answer his phone. So I'm thinking what time is it for him in Kentucky? It's almost 10 o'clock over there, so he might be at work. Can you say chicken something? No, I can't. It was an Indian girl, Adonis. Adonis, why I want to hear that for? What does that have to do with me right now? Hold on, you guys. Some people in here need to go play with their mama for a little bit in chats. Go play with your mommy for a little bit, and let's get the other one. Hold on. I don't want to hear your nonsense today. I don't want to hear nonsense today. You go play with your mommies. We all need to learn sign language, and just in case the volume cuts out. I know, girl, because I'm over here talking about, and I know y'all like, what the heck's wrong with, what's wrong with her over there? What's she doing? She having a seizure online? She doing something? Girl, BM, yes. Yeah, girl, and Jamie, they not tonight. It was Ax BM, and she was in here earlier. It was so slow. Like, there was like 3 people in chat. It was nice and slow earlier. So hopefully we slow down. I just want, I know, girl. But here's the thing. And the thing about it, Jamie, that sucks is when we go and you block too many people on the lives. YouTube it just sucks. You can't do the hide user from channel. You got to do like timeout. You got to just do timeout. The hide user from channel it completely will kill your lives, which sucks. Like, can YouTube be on our side for a little bit? Hello, how are you doing today? Hi, Allison. I'm doing great. It was just changing out. Girl, they just need to go back to bed or something. Coming in here acting stupid, stuck on stupid in the comment section. I know, Jamie. I'm with you on that. And I think it's because a lot of people, they feel confident behind the computer to say just nonsense. Just to say nonsense. Because I'm pretty sure in public, they don't talk to people crazy like that. Because I go from 0 to 10. You don't want to tell me that in public. Because they going to just be somebody gonna come bail me out. Just say that. Sherry, you coming to bail me out, girl? Say something. Just say just stupid stuff in chat sometimes. I had a great birthday. Happy birthday to you, Sherry. Happy birthday. How was your birthday? You can only time out. I know. I love that 24-hour timeout, Jamie. I love it. Are you ready for this hot weather that we're about to get? I think they said this weekend, Jamie, we're supposed to hit 104 or 105, something like that in Arizona. Parents need to supervise their children. Yeah, it's a lot of time it's kids and some immature adults. Some immature adults to be in here. I'm here. Welcome, preppy. Adults need supervision. No, they do. You're right. Hiding behind the keyboard. They like keyboard warriors. Don't say nothing you ain't gonna say in public. Everything I say, I'll tell you in public. I'm gonna tell you in public. I ain't shy about telling somebody about themselves in public. But the Lord's dealing with me that. Just keep silent.
Where's my burrito?
In the microwave. Nutty, grab it out for me really quick. They would get their head. Yes, Sherry. Yes, they would. And that's why they won't say this stuff. One more minute, please. That's why they won't say this stuff. They would not do that.
Why did you do that?
Let's see here. Give it to God for sure. Yes.
It wasn't in the microwave.
It's in the microwave. Just wait. Joel is being a handful tonight. Oh, can you put it in there? I thought you did. No. Okay, put it in there for him. Can you say my name? I will subscribe if you. Y'all wearing me out today. I love Hot Pockets. You really, girl. I will eat a Hot Pocket every now and then. I will definitely get one every now and then. But I'm trying to do the whole weight loss journey and exercise, and gosh, it's so hard. Where's the duster? Girl, the duster's in the pantry. He didn't tore it up. Talking about, they had a nerve to bring me the Scotch tape, girl, talking about, he's like, here's the duct tape. Can you duct tape it up? Boy, if you don't go sit down, tearing up my stuff. Hello, it's a Dan. How are you, Filipino? Girl. And I just got that delivered to my house. BM. I was like, let me get a duster to dust the freaking ceiling because of the AC thing there. And I just got it, and Joel tears it up. Yes, sir.
This thing.
That's fine. Put it in a Ziploc bag. Hi, Hassan. How are you? How's your day going? How are you doing? There is Ziploc bags in there.
Sure?
Yes, that's a box of Ziploc bags.
Oh, there's bigger one.
There's a big box of Ziploc bags right there. Hassan's here. Dan, he's a mod. He's in here. Are you still mad at me, C4? Jeff, I'm not talking to you. I already told you I'm on blacklist. You you're gonna have to sit in a corner and talk to yourself for a little bit. Hi, Hector. How are you? You gonna talk to yourself. Need to buy a new one. I'm girl. Okay, here's the thing, and I told the kids. This is what I told the kids the other day, right? Because I'm tired of fixing stuff, right? You know, because my dog did some damage to my restroom because they put my big crazy dog in the restroom, and so she scratched on the wall, and I had to fix that. And I told my kids, I said, every time I have to replace something in this house, that money that I spent to replace stuff is deducted from y'all Disney World. I was like, so stop breaking stuff in the house. Y'all want me to take you to Disney, but y'all breaking stuff. So I said, every time I have to replace something, that's coming from y'all fund. So unless you guys don't want to go do something fun, keep breaking stuff. Hector said, I'm doing good. I went to an 1.5 hour walk yesterday. That's really good. My daughter around the new area. Then we made, I'm glad that you had fun. Then you run up and down a big hill and rested today. Girl, I am so glad you're enjoying your new house. Let's see here. Party like a rock star. Oh my goodness. What? That's a good parent. Yes, Jamie. Because I'm like, no, I'm over it. I'm over it, Jamie. And this real talk with these kids. I'm like, if you keep breaking things, I'm not taking you on a reward, and I'm taking you to Disney, and you guys are tearing stuff up in the house, and I have to replace it. And that's a lot of money. It adds up. I told you guys I was on to the 3rd TV. Like, how do you break 3 flat screens? No. And then I put up. You guys seen that video? I did their brand new bunk beds. The first set of bunk beds that I bought for one of the rooms, it was over $400, you guys, for that bunk bed. And it was a triple bunk bed. The first set was triple. Well, tell me why that thing lasts about 2 weeks, and the big kids, they stood on it and broke was it the lower half? I think it was the lower. Yeah, the lower half of the top part of the bunk bed, they completely broke. So then when I had to replace the bunk beds in the other room, they put those together, but then they screwed. You can see on the video where it's chipped, where they screwed through the freaking wood. So they like to cost me a lot of money, but that's kids. But then they got to learn that the value of $1. So if mom has to replace things, then you guys don't get to do things. Stop breaking stuff. I'm tired. 1999, James. Bloody hell, 3rd TV. Yes, BM. Yes, 3rd freaking TV, girl. Chestu hockey team out on playoffs, shaking my head. Are you watching some games? My mom breaks the microwave every 2 years. Does she really, James? If they break the microwave here, I'll be over it. I'll be over it. Oh no, girl, they need to stop breaking stuff. Boundary, yes, and they're too big for that. And then I got to get in there. I tell them keep the upstairs clean, keep everything good. So I get in there, and I'm in there cleaning the bathroom that majority of these grown kids use, disinfecting it, getting a little scrub thing, scrubbing down the bathtub so it looks nice and clean. I'm like, keep y'all area clean. Y'all too big to have the house dirty. Kids, money does not grow on a tree. It does not. No, it doesn't. Yes, they don't have microwaves anymore. I'm sorry to hear that they keep going through your microwave. Yeah, but this time the TV, I make sure I mount them on the wall. But it's a lot. And then here's the thing with my family. It's a lot more than a lot of normal families because there's so many kids here, but a lot of them are grown. So they can do their part. You know what I'm saying? But then, I'm doing the cost of food. Y'all breaking stuff. They're good at, they're good. Majority of them keeping up with their chores. So like the kitchen and stuff, they're good at coming down here, helping that and keeping the downstairs nice. I will have to walk upstairs every now and then and tell them, hey, you got to pick up your dishes and plates that you left upstairs. You got to pick it up and take it downstairs, and it has to get washed. Put toilet paper on a toilet paper roll. Why do boys do this? How do you go to the bathroom and not replace y'all? My kids are so crazy. They will use the restroom, right? And y'all know how the toilet paper roll is right next to the toilet seat. Tell me why boys do this. Instead of put the new toilet paper roll on the little roll thing, they gonna sit it up on top of the toilet bowl or sit it on the sink counter. I'm like, y'all really that lazy to reach over, clip something out, and put it on there? Those are boys for you. Boys will find a shortcut for everything. Money doesn't grow on trees. Isn't money paper? Paper comes from trees, but it doesn't grow on trees, James. I wish there was a money tree that it grew on. But that is good, Sherry, exactly. But you got to teach kids the value of a dollar. If they don't understand that if you break something, it costs money to replace things, then they're not going to appreciate things, and they're going to keep breaking stuff and tearing stuff up. And then looking at you, expecting you to replace it, and you're replacing it, and you're supposed to go do fun stuff with them too. Well, if you break something, it cuts into your fun money because you broke something in the house that now has to be replaced. You know? Yeah, I don't do that too. I'm a grown man. With the toilet paper, no. I get onto them. They, because they have the bathroom should be clean. I don't want to see, or I don't want to see empty toilet paper rolls, the little round circle cartridge, whatever you want to call it, on the floor, and there's a trash can right there. But you can't. Kids, you gotta stay on top of it. You gotta let them know what you expect in a home. Especially when everything's being provided. We all keep the house clean. Yeah, definitely keep up with your chores. That's all your mama wants you to do. Girl, yes. Keep up with everything. It's okay to let them have fun. James, they can have fun, but don't tear up the house. Don't tear up the house. You can have fun, but don't tear it up. And then keep your room clean. Keep your room clean. Gotta keep the room clean. Keep it clean. And I don't know how some people live in a house that's not clean. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'd rather live outside than live in a dirty house. We can't do it. It has to be clean. You gotta clean up. Everybody gotta chip in. I know I am. Okay, you're not strict. Are you not strict? Okay, what do you guys consider a strict parenting? A parent that has a lot of chores for the kids to do. They have to clean the room. They have to clean their restroom. They have to all help out downstairs to do the dishes. And then you are free to play on your computers, do whatever you want for the rest of the day, but just keep the stuff clean. I consider myself not a strict parent. You guys can probably tell by Joel. But I do expect, if we all live under the same roof, to keep the house clean. I do expect that. I expect that you keep it clean. Welcome back, Sasha. No chores are good. That's not strict. Okay, thank you, James. Yeah, I think it teaches them responsibility. Even my kids, like when we do laundry, we all help out with laundry. So when I bring the laundry comes downstairs, everybody's putting it on hangers. Everybody's running it upstairs and putting it in whose room it belongs into. We work as a team. Kitchen is like for everyone. We all do the kitchen together, but the upstairs, they all have their specific chore that they do upstairs. But when it comes to the laundry and it comes to doing the dishes and stuff, we all chip in on that. Yeah, teach them young. I reward good behavior. I like that. I give my kids a lot. I do give them a lot, that just helps out with looking after the household, help them as an adult in their own home. It's so true, BM. Because I would think like when they get older, they can keep a clean house. The boys and girls will know how to do their own laundry. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, cook for themselves. Excuse me, guys. Cook for themselves. I'm hoping like the boy, my sons and my daughters, not only just the daughters, but the sons as well, will know how to make a meal for themselves when they move out. I don't want to raise boys and girls that do not know how to cook, do not know how to wash their own clothes, or keep their own place clean. I want them to know how to take care of themselves when they're out there. Asking your kids to clean their room and do some chores around the house and put their toys away is just being a mother. Thank you, Sherry. I totally agree. I learned how to do laundry when I was 8. I like that, James. Exactly. Teaching independence. Yes, Sasha. Exactly. And I don't get the parents that don't. You know how some parents are like, my boys do not do. They're like, my boys don't wash, or my boys don't do dishes. They don't cook. I'm like, Your boys should do the same things the girls do. What do you mean you're not teaching them how to do things? When they get old, what they gonna do? Bring their laundry to you? No. They better know how to hit start on a washing machine and take a hanger and hang their clothes up. My college roommate didn't know how to do laundry. Oh my God, James, you had to teach them. But James said so true, because some parents in some homes do not have, like, they have specific jobs and they have it per gender. Like, they will have the girls just doing the cooking and the dishes and the laundry, and the boys taking out the trash and vacuuming and stuff like that. Everybody does it in my house. It doesn't matter. It's not a gender thing. Everybody does it. I feel like with them doing that, when they have their own place, they will know how to function. You know? We are settling sail to move, girl. Are you ready? When are you moving, Jamie? Are you excited? And you said it's going to be Shelbyville, right? Is it Shelbyville? Let's see here. My college roommate. What's it called? Zendeep. That's why your comment is hidden. Ain't nobody want to read what you got to say. No, thank you. You just talking craziness. Hassan, how's your weekend going? Are you still watching the game? Jamie, when are you moving, girl? I agree with teaching people how to cook. It's so important. I know people who are like in their 40s and can't cook. That's sad, Sasha. That's really sad. About 24 months to go. Oh, girl, I know you're counting down more. And renovation, it seems like we're looking time, but it's right around. That is right around the corner, Jamie. No, that's going to go fast. Girl, it's going to go fast. I'm excited for you. I hope you love it in Kentucky. She also, I think also show how to sort things out financially. BM, financially, you are so right. I think that's a really huge part too. If paying like bills and certain things out from the home, such as take advantage. BM, that is a huge thing. Hi. BB, how are you doing? Shelbyville for sure. My grandfather taught me to cook and was ahead of his time. I like that, James. No, they lost. They lost. I'm sorry to hear that, Hassan. I've been craving Taco Bell. Girl, Taco Bell's so good. Here's the story what BM was saying financially. She's in financially. I think the saddest thing I've seen was somebody that was married and say that they either got divorced or they got somebody passed away, and the wife didn't even know how to pay a bill. Like nothing. I'm like, huh? Well, my husband did all that. Like, you need to know. You still, even if you're not actually doing it, you need to see it. You need to see this is a bill, this is where it goes, this is how you pay it in case something happens. That is crazy. Girl, Jamie, have you seen? I've seen that, and it's usually, Jamie, an older couple. And the husband took care of everything. And that person passed away, and they're like, I don't know how to pay any of this. I've never done this before. He did all that. Don't be like that. Learn this stuff. Learn what's going on in your house and know everything. Some families are like that. Some set rules and certain genders wrong. I agree, BM, that is wrong. Yeah, my nuggets lost. Oh, no. He's my husband. He did it all. Okay. Yeah, he's my husband. He did it all, and I don't know how to do anything. I've seen that, and that's sad. She still needs to learn in case something happens to him. It's called independent. That's right, Jamie. Don't lose all of that. Or they never have eyes on the bank account. It's my husband's bank account, but all your bills are coming out, and you don't see what's going in and what's going out. That's not good either. I don't believe in being a strict parent. First of all, you brought a kid into the world. Because you wanted the kids are not to slaves. At the end of the day, love, fun, and cuddles. That's right, girl. Sherry, I agree with that. She still needs to learn something can happen. That scares me. Sasha, I don't know how people do that. I had to get all the passwords and stuff or the bills just in case. Yep, you need to. Jamie, you have to. Because here's the thing, you never know. You guys, you never know. Just be aware. And, and I think people think it's kind of scary. You think, like, if I know this, something can happen. No, just be aware just in case that you can run the household. James said, no, they're slaves. James, you're crazy. Like, for me, my husband works. I cover all the bills. I cover the rent, the electric, the water. I handle all the bills, but he knows how to handle the bills as well. So if something happens and let's say I'm sick or something happens to me, he knows how to handle all those bills. Um, but as far as paying all the bills, the reason why I handle all the bills because I make sure they paid on time. I make sure the bills is paid on time. I'll give you an example of my rent. So for my rent, we pay $2,300 a month, which is insane. And so what I do is I split that up. Every time he gets a paycheck, I put a little towards our rent, a little towards our rent. That way, when the rent is due, I don't have to worry about taking a big chunk of money out to pay rent. I split it up into every single week something goes towards my rent, you know? And I like doing it that way, you know. I know that say he's got a shorter run or he didn't make as much money the next week, I know that we're never going to have a huge amount of money I got to catch up to. As far as my husband, he will wait the last minute to want to pay a bill. And I'm like, that don't work. It's teaching the next generation how to survive on their own. You're right, BM. It is teaching them how to survive. What did you do with your hair, girl? You are slaying. Hi, A-Ho. How are you? Where you been? Long time no see. Think you like the color. My kids were not a fan of the color, so we went back dark. Hey, all y'all. I miss my ma'am and beautiful. Hi, Jemiah. How are you? How are you doing? I handle the bills and make sure they're on time too. Yes, James. I have to. Like, even like the phone bill, the water bill, my trash bill, you know, the electric bill. The biggest one for me, you guys, is literally like the rent. Let's say the rent, the water, and electricity are the three main ones. Of course, food is good. You need to eat. But those are my main ones. And for me to tackle those bills, I split that sucker up, especially the rent. Every time he gets paid something, I try to drop on that rent, unless he didn't get a lot of loads and that check is extremely small. But every week something drops on that rent because I'm like, I can't do the last minute. Let's drop $2,300 on the last paycheck and something happens and it's short, especially being self-employed. I get paid at the end of the month, so I have to stretch it too. I hear you, girl. Okay, I got a girlfriend doesn't allow me on social media. Well, welcome back, A-Hole. Hi, Dre, how are you? Welcome to chat. Oh my God, I miss you. I love you. I love you here. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you so much. Welcome to chat, Brandon. And the rental car insurance as well. I know. I hate car insurance. I don't know why. It's just so freaking annoying. The prices are ridiculous. Imagine you're no longer in an amicable relationship and God forbid you split, then the ability to pay bills becomes impossible because you never bothered to learn how to do it yourself. You're right, Sasha. You got to know this stuff. You got to know. Don't be so dependent on someone where you don't know how to take care of anything by yourself. Learn everything you can, you know. I'm doing good. How have you been, Dre? How's your weekend going? She's jelly of you girls. A-Ho, well, I'm glad she let you loose on chat tonight. I'm glad you're here. Because Adonis, if you're gonna be talking inappropriate, you're gonna be in timeout. You just can't. You can't. Don't be talking about it's an adult chat. Some of the stuff y'all be talking about. Let's see here. Night Adonis, a man is what I saw though. Is that what I saw? No, you're not. But okay, I understand that. Okay, but we don't want to listen. I understand what you saw, but that's not appropriate to put in chat. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, would you like I told the other guy, would you walk up to somebody and say that to somebody, have a conversation? Like, you would not. So you got to think, but what y'all put on chat. The weekend is awesome, just hanging out with family. I am so glad to hear that she doesn't know I'm cheating. You feel like empowered. You are crazy, A-Ho, but it's so good to see you. You have not been on here for a very long time. Let's see. What have you been up to? I've been relaxing. I did a lot of poolside this week. If you've seen like my pictures and stuff that I've been posting, I've been hanging out at the pool and getting bit by ants. Getting tore up by ants. Let's see. Hi, beautiful Sasha. Well, knowing myself, yeah, I would. Well, then I'm gonna tell you somebody's got to tell you some things are not appropriate in conversations. And if somebody really is an honest friend, they will let you know, like, hey, dude, like you just can't walk up to people and say stuff like that. Yeah, keep it respectful, everyone. I would say that in public. I feel like we're trapped in a white man's body. Jays, you are so crazy. What do you like putting on your my hot dog, Sherry? Ketchup, mustard, and sometimes relish. Sometimes relish. That's crazy. Let's see here. Girl, guess what? What? I'm guessing what are you up to? All my friends are weird. That's probably why. Yeah, you may got some weird friends. Some people are weird. No, I'm gonna tell you, I'll meet some people that don't got a filter. I'm gonna say that. And the crazy part is when they don't have a filter, they wonder why they don't got no friends. And they be like, nobody wants to stay around me or talk to me because you need a filter. You got to filter a little bit of stuff you say. It's good seeing you. I saw you live and had to say hi. Thank you for saying hi. Hope the kids and family they're doing well, Aho. Don't be a stranger. Definitely come back and see us. Something out of the white chicks. Anonymous chicken butt. I love it. You guys are trolling tonight. Okay, the funny trolls, I love you. Gotta try Chipotle sausage. I have not tried Chipotle. Where's Connor? Where is Connor? Connor's not in here. Because every time I say Chipotle, he be like, that is not how you say it. I be like, leave me alone. That's how I want to say it. And guess what? Chicken butt. James. Okay, trolls. Trolls are rolling in. I actually have a filter. Hello, I'm very new. So can you give me a shout out? If you give me a shout out, that would mean the world to me. What is your name? Drizzy. Hi, Drizzy. Welcome to chat. Yes, she read mine. I did read your. Me too. See, Hassan, I need to go try it. I need to go try it. I need to go try it. I'm gonna get there. But Adonis, I only give you 5 minutes timeout. You didn't even get 24 hours. You see, I'm in a worse mood and I do 24-hour timeout. I don't hide anybody from this channel. And be careful, mods, because I check my channel. We had one person hidden from my channel. I had to take them out of jail. Be careful when you click hide. Make sure I'm not hide. Make sure you hit timeouts. Don't be like me. Accidentally put a mod in. And I hit a cowboy by accident, you guys. Poor cowboy. Cowboy was like, bro. Be careful, mods, when you click on it. Make sure you click hide from channel. Not hide, sorry. Time out and not hide. Time out. Because I go back and check my settings. And I can see who's hidden from the channel. Good night. Good night, Hassan. Thank you for coming in. I hope you have a good night's sleep. I didn't do anything. Good night. Bless your soul. Yeah, I know. You saw poor cowboy, you guys. I clicked the wrong thing. Poor cowboy was hidden from the channel, but thank God it let me unhide him instantly. So that was a cool setting because usually you have to go into the whole setting and then find the person to unhide them. But I guess YouTube has changed that because now you can click unhide user. So I like that. I like that they changed that. Raise your hand if you and Unc are aunties. James, Cowboy was like, hey, I know. Cowboy, do you remember that, Sherry? Cowboy was like, what the heck? He gonna talk about, bro, can I get my wrench back? I was like, that was a mistake. Guys, I'm just innocent, handsome, athletic black male who didn't do anything wrong. I just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, James, I'm not even gonna ask I know this is Skitty B. What? I'm gonna leave that for them y'all young folks, because y'all know I don't know what y'all talking about half the time. Oh my God. You hit, bro. I did Dre by accident. Dre, I was trying to click on somebody else's name, and I accidentally put Cowboy and hit it from the channel. Poor Cowboy. And so as soon as I click hide from the channel, it took away his wrench. And then when I unhid him, he didn't have a wrench no more. And then he was like, can I get my wrench back? And I'm sitting there trying to figure this thing out. So I get it. When you guys mod, be careful to not hide people. Doretto, how are you? Doretto is in the house, you guys. Doretto. I love me some Mr. Doretto. How are you doing, Doretto? How's your weekend going? I'm not young. I'm 43. James, you only 3 years younger than me. Okay, so you young. Hi, so Jemai said hi, Sherry. I don't know what I've done. I don't know what you done either. I don't know. Hi, Brooklyn. How are you? Long time no see. Welcome to chat. Raise your Adonis. See, that's why you be getting in timeout. That's why, because you be playing. You be playing too much in chat. Okay, damn, you're old. Damn, you're old, Sherry. Sherry is young. Sherry is just a baby. Okay, Doretto. Doretto does like Doritos. He'll tell you he loves Doritos. Everybody loves Doretto because Doretto is a lot of fun when he comes in here. I did a smile. You did a smile? What kind of smile? I have 2 kids needing more school clothes. I bought some and it was, what? Where are you buying school clothes from and how old are your kiddos? How old are your kiddos? Because there's a lot of stuff that you, when your kiddos are super young, let me tell y'all, Walmart, look, when they're not at the age where they want name brand stuff, Walmart is the store. 46 ain't old. Thank you, James. I just had a chicken bake from Costco. Was it good, Doretto? Doretto, yesterday I did a whole roasted chicken in the oven. And it was so good because I told my kids, I said, I'm going to do a chicken. I'm going to do a whole chicken tomorrow. They're like, we don't want no chicken. Raymond remembered that. We don't want chicken. We want chicken again. And I was like, I'm going to do chicken. Y'all can eat something else. So I did the whole chicken. And I seasoned that thing down, y'all. I put butter underneath that skin. And I baked it for an hour and a half. And then I made potato salad. Did I make rice? No, mac and cheese. And I made mac and cheese. So I did mac and cheese, roasted chicken in the oven, and potato salad. Tell me why all them kids ran downstairs as soon as that chicken was out that oven. I was like, what happened to we don't want to eat your chicken? It was good, y'all. There was nothing left. They tore that chicken up. 12 and 6. Okay, so they're still young. Brooklyn, with especially the 12-year-old, maybe you can get away with the cheaper clothes that they do have at Walmart. Because Walmart, you can find t-shirts for like $4, and you can find pants for $5 to $10. Doretto, you didn't show it to my birthday dinner. You said you would. Doretto, why you didn't show up to Sherry's birthday dinner? On time, one time my mom bought clothes in the 5th grade, then I grew 5 inches and the summer clothes didn't fit. Oh, I'm sorry, Jace. Your mama, that is hard. And I feel your mama's pain because I have a 13-year-old that's taller than me. Y'all, I'm almost 5'8", and my 13-year-old's taller than me. So that boy, y'all, when I tell you, okay, so that boy will put on some clothes, right? I was like, we going to church. And my 13-year-old went in the closet and put on some clothes, right? Tell me why, and I probably bought these 6 months prior, the sleeve was like up to here. And I'm looking at him like, I was like, go ahead, pass that down to your brother because they don't fit you no more. I bought these clothes from Target and Ross. Ross is a good store. Yes. That's a great place you're going to find like deals. Okay, I end up getting wasted that night, Sherry. You missed Sherry's party, Doretto. Doretto, how could you? Well, look who it is, Michael. Where have you been, Mr. Michael? What have you been up to? Must be nice. Right, Sasha. Doretto was like, I'm sorry. I tried to be there, but he had other important things calling him that night. Okay, let's say Jane says right when she did that at the end of the 6th grade too, it grew another 5. I know, y'all kids grow so fast. And here's the crazy part: like I will go to Walmart. People are like, I go to the thrift store or I go to Goodwill and I get clothes. Oh heck no, because the price they want for some of them stuff is ridiculous when you can go to Walmart and get it brand new. Like they're overpricing the stuff there, and that's just ridiculous. Rest in peace, Doretto. Okay, you went on a little road trip by myself for a week, 2,000 miles. What? Total both ways, and good to be back. Where did you go? Write down where'd you go. I'm gonna read it in here in just a second. Where'd you go? Y'all, I am so glad that my bunny cage is not down here. Yeah, Goodwill. Yeah, Goodwill is overpriced. It's ridiculous. I can go to Walmart and get something brand spanking new for the price that they want from Goodwill. Underwear from the thrift store, Doretto. I can't. Okay, who has ever bought underwear from the thrift store? I could not. Sasha said, "Oh my God, I could not." Doretto, it's gotta be an emergency. It's gotta be emergency. Like there's no other store like a Walmart. It's not. I will throw my bank account in negative if I had to go get some underwear. No, it's got to be a dire emergency if I ever got to go to the store get some drawers. No. I'm like, sorry, Chase, we about to go negative to get some drawers. My 10-year-old daughter is 7th grade and 8th grade is about to be 13-year-old. My daughter's getting older. Oh, well, my oldest daughter is 21. I went to Washington State, Seattle area, and then drove back. You had a nice road trip. Jemiah said I ain't grew a bit. Jemiah, how tall are you, Jemiah? He did a shot for me as a kid. Here's the thing, Jemiah. Let me tell you, Unc and I get out. I use the Speedos from the Goodwill. Dorado, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Here's the thing, y'all. When I was growing up, because I was always tall, I used to hate, you remember Michael Jackson pants, y'all? You remember his pants in some of his videos looked like he was waiting for a flood to come through? That is how my pants used to be, y'all. When I was older, I used to hate it. And then I found Old Navy, and Old Navy sells jeans in long. So I would get whatever size I needed to get from Old Navy, and I would get the long. So I'd look like I was not waiting for a flood to come through. He said, not even that would buy someone else's underwear. Sasha said, oh, heck no. Sasha, I'm telling you, the only way if it's an emergency. And if it wasn't an emergency, I'm going to just go without. I'm just going without. That's it. And y'all know it's hard to go without because I wear a lot of yoga pants. So that's hard to go without. I just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. I'm 5 foot. Girl, you are tiny, Jemiah. You're tiny. Because my girls, I think one is 5'2", one 5'4". My MC Hammer parachute pants. I remember those, James. Those were the ugliest pants. The MC Hammer pants were butt ugly. Like, butt ugly. That was a cool road trip. Although Oregon and Washington State hung out a few days and then came back. Wow. Well, you had a good time. Was that like a vacation? Did you have like an early vacation? Hello, sister. Please follow me. Greetings from... Please, where do you want me to follow you to? Greetings. So where do you want me to follow you to? Hold on, y'all, because my allergies is acting up. Hold on. Where do you want me to follow you to? Sasha's like, Sasha's like, we gonna go without. We just going out. Okay. Old Navy, I bought my son's clothes from. Yeah, Old Navy does have good deals. Old Navy, you can find some good deals from Old Navy's as well as Walmart. Because Old Navy will have like their shirts and stuff for like, I think $6 or $7 for the kids. And the thing I like about Old Navy, the clothes last long. You can wash the clothes and it's not holes ain't popping up on them. My closet full MC Hammer parachute pants. Dorado, I remember those back in the days. Those were the most butt ugly pants. Dorado, do you really still have some? If I had too much Taco Bell, then I would buy. Well, that's an emergency. James, we all like, we gonna go without. We just gonna wing it and pray there's no emergency and you end up in the hospital. Yeah, it was a little vacation. I got family up there next going down south. What's it called? Mojave? Is it Mojave? Did I say that right? Desert? That's July, heading to Arizona. Ooh, Michael, you're heading on my part of town. New Mexico and traveling van. Thank you for subscribing. What's it called? A food. What? I flooded my pants buying them at Walmart. Oh my gosh. I like Walmart though. I'm going to tell y'all, Walmart, I like Walmart. I don't care what nobody said because they be like making fun of Walmart clothes. I will sport some Walmart clothes in a heartbeat. It's so cheap. It's cheap. It's cheap. I'm going to be cheap. I'm going to wear me some Walmart clothes. Okay, greetings from, how do I say that? Uzbekistan? Uzbekistan? Is that how you say that? I don't know how to say that. Jays, what does that word mean? Hey, long time no see. Hi, Mark David, long time. How have you been? Welcome to chat. What have you been up to this lovely Sunday? Y'all just pray Joel do not come back downstairs and harass me because I can hear that child walking around upstairs. I pray he just go sit down and play with a toy or something. Speaking of MC Hammer, last year some guys about a storage unit and $50 a storage unit had, I believe, about 19 mastering. Wow, for Nitro Records, MC Hammer, Snoop Dogg. That is so freaking cool. That is a cool find, Michael. Private means hello. Oh, in Russian. Okay. That's so cool. James, worth millions. See, and my son, I remember my son's ex was Russian. So she would definitely know that word. You nearly got a first part right. Bexton? I see, and I never heard of that place before. A bunch of my jeans have rips in it in the center squat. Been working my glutes. Oh my God, Doretto, I did that one time. I went to, okay, here's the thing. My ex is Russian. Your ex is Russian too? That was my son. One time, Doretto, I had to take my kids to Taekwondo class, right? And I don't know, for that day, for some reason that day, I was like, I don't feel like going in there. So I just kind of parked my car in the front. And I told my kids, all right, go in there, go take your classes. So I stayed in the vehicle. Thank God I stayed in the vehicle. Because when I came home, Doretto, I was feeling a breeze, right? And so when I came upstairs, right, and I looked behind me, my back of my pants was ripped. And I think I had on those, you remember those khaki cargo looking pants back in the days? That's what I had on. And I know I had some bright yellow underwear on, so it was not gonna blend in. I was like, thank God I did not get out that vehicle. I would have been walked past the whole dang Taekwondo class. The teacher would have been like, excuse me, Miss State, can you come back in the back for a second?
Motion detected at 9 front.
Y'all, a bunch of jeans that ripped. Let's see here. I'm telling you, Dre. That's the day I knew there was a God. I said, oh, thank you, Jesus. I would have been so embarrassed. Okay, Brooklyn said, this guy in the store says to my kids, your mom. Brooklyn, I'm sorry to hear that. That people are so rude. People are rude. People are absolutely rude. You know what? You tell your kids don't listen to that nonsense. He's an ugly person for saying something like that. Miss Thing, come back over here, Miss Thing. Your pants. She probably would have been like, girl, we need to stitch your pants up. Anybody got a needle and thread? Because their Taekwondo teacher was so sweet. She was a Korean lady, and she was super, super sweet. I had a huge rip on the bottom, and I wore SpongeBob and I wore Doretto. Zosh is like, no. See? Doretto, I would be rolling on the floor laughing, but I would tell you, I would be like, Doretto, do you need to borrow my shirt to tie around your waist? Has Joel has not. Joel is always a handful. Oh my God. Wait, I hear him coming down the stairs. Yes, you can go, Josh. Josh, can you go to walk with you?
Yeah, I'm going to the front anyways.
Okay, yes, go with Joshua. My son's taking out the dog, so that's good.
Wait, can I watch you?
You stay in the front and don't walk through the ants because there's a lot of ants out there. So be careful because I already got bit again by an ant. Doretto, Jeremiah said I can't. He said SpongeBob.
And then you got bit twice.
I did get bit twice. Thank you.
Oh, we got the hot dog.
Yeah, and he's like, Joe, like a talking news broadcaster. He's like, you got bit twice over at the hot tub. That's why people don't take kids with them. They go there and tell all their business. Mama, do you remember when you got bit on the butt? You're like, oh my God. Why? Merry Christmas to you, OG Santa. Merry Christmas. Y'all know Christmas is what? What are we? 7 months away to Christmas already. I can't believe the holiday is already approaching us. It's so fast. Okay, they were on sale. And with the Dorito, did you really get Dorito socks? I know you pulling my leg, Dorito. Every day is Christmas. Here's the thing, Santa. I saw a guy, and he was on, what was that show called? Was it Lifetime? I don't know if it's Lifetime. But anyways, he celebrated Christmas every single day. Every single day, that man made himself a turkey and the whole Christmas dinner. Sir, I would get tired of Christmas. I would be tired. I'd be like, I know Jesus was born, but we ain't doing this every single day. I couldn't do it. I buy everyone presents from Walmart. You gotta have a lot of money to buy presents every single day from Walmart. Girl, I'll be like, I wear bikini bottoms of SpongeBob. Do you really? He lives in HF. I got, here's the thing, you guys. I want to get, okay, here's the thing. I was looking at, y'all know, because summer's coming around. So I was looking at, the 2-piece bikinis. And then I lost my mind for a second, y'all. Because I was like, ooh, maybe I should get a white one. And then I was like, nah. I got kids. I'm going to end up sitting on something and walk around with stains everywhere. We gonna keep it black. we gonna keep it black, y'all. But I want to get a nice cute 2-piece, y'all. Summer is here, but it can't be white. Else do the shopping. Tell your else to send me a brand new car because I'm gonna need one. Should I get a pair too? Dorado, you got to get a pair too. He's got SpongeBob. Mrs. Claus, something was worse. Miss Claus wears 2-piece too. I'm gonna like Miss Claus. Miss Claus, she gonna be a little bit fancy, but I'm gonna appreciate Miss Claus. I love it. Y'all, Dorado, I tried to reach out to Henry to see if he was going live today. I tried to email him, but I didn't hear back from him. I wanted to see if he was gonna go live today. And I don't know if Henry is busy fishing because it's nice and warm. He's got his rod. He got his wheels. He probably on it doing something because that man is hard to get a hold of. And something with Miss Claus likes to hit the blunt. Not to be too blunt. She's into that. I don't know what to say. I read that comment and you took the words from me because Miss Claus, God bless her heart. That's all I can say. God bless her heart. I hope she's doing good. I really do. But I do look forward to Christmas. I am excited about it this year, but not every day, but this year. And Henry's been on a bender, no stream for, I know, I saw that. He wasn't going live as much. I'm wondering if he's getting tired, a little bit tired maybe, because he's worked so hard on his channel. But I was hoping to catch him. That way I can jump on live with him tonight. If I can get a hold of him, because he's definitely hard to get a hold of. Miss Claus, I caught her trying to do. Oh my God, I don't know what to say. You just gonna have to tell her she need to slow down. I think I might miss Henry live. I haven't had a phone in 3 years. He went live, Sherry, yesterday. So he went live yesterday. I stopped in there because I was watching Captain America, Brave New World. So I stopped in there and I gave him a like. I was like, hey, I'm stopping in. I'm gonna hit that like button really quick for you. But I was watching a movie with the kids. So I could have stayed for his whole live, but by the time I was done watching the movie, he was already done with his live. Yeah. Send me the link. The link said, Dorado, your eyes gonna fall out. What are you doing, Joe? No. Stop doing that.
Fake.
Thank you.
Fake.
Y'all.
Fake.
Hold on, let me deal with Joe.
I'm gone.
Okay, sometimes. Y'all, remember I told you Joe's a new broadcaster? Oh Lord, Joe go get timeout extra tonight. Santa, I make your list. I pray that Henry. I think he's okay. I think maybe he's just getting a little bit tired. He's done good. He's got his watch hours. Like I think he's almost at 3,000. So he is doing really, really good. And I can't wait till he unlocks Super Chat. Tell Joe he won't get any present because he keep acting like that. I'm gonna tell him. Send me the list. Joe is. Oh my God. For real, Brooklyn. I don't know what to do with him. I don't know what to do with that child. That child is so crazy. He is my handful out of all kids, you guys. Y'all know if y'all got kids. The kids be unfiltered. Kids is the kids you just, when you go to somebody's house, you have to have a pep talk with them. You be like, when we go in a person's house, don't be telling all my business. Don't be talking about all my business. When you go in there, you go play with the little kids. Go sit down there and you see grown folks talking, you stay all the way over there. Because as soon as they come over there, all your business is told. He sees all. Man, I can't wait till he gets a boat too. I'm excited for him. But I think, you guys, here's the thing. I think if he gets, once he gets at least the super chats open up for him, that's going to help. Because then we can, like, he can run goals for donation for his boats. You know, I think that would be amazing. Henry and I have been popping bottles of the club every night, so he does the entire street. Dorado, we gonna need you to leave Henry alone so he come say hi to us on live. You're 50% on the good list. I can go either way. I hope I stay on the good list. My mom used to say that to us. Did she really, Dre? I would still talk to my kids. I'm like, I'll tell my young, I'm like, don't be telling everybody our business. When we go out, go sit over there, you know? Henry might be buying a boat behind our back so he doesn't have to take us with it and share with his lemon cake. Or his apple pie. He sitting there bake. He does the apple pie. He bakes like the oatmeal cookies, which is so yummy. Thank you, Santa. It's just Brooklyn. Santa, can I just lecture on your good list? Because I'm going to need a vehicle. I'm just saying. And you know, that's the present, only present I'm accepting this year. Yeah, to Santa. Man, I love it. But I'm hoping he goes live tonight. I hope he's not too tired. I hope he does go live tonight. But I think he pops up around like, is it like 11? Yeah, Henry wants, okay, so Dre, Henry is searching for the dream. That's his channel name. So you can type it in. You have to type in searching for the dream. And if you got to scroll down a little bit, but as soon as you see the guy with the background with a boat, that is him. So he created the YouTube channel to be able to purchase a boat and to sail around the world and document it on YouTube, which is so freaking cool. So I've been like waiting for him to get like that even partial monetized so he can have super chat. That way we can start like doing like maybe some fundraisers and he can set goals where we can donate to him to get a boat, you know? Just a future heads up, please no more cookies and milk. You got diabetes? Leave me a glass of lemon water and some organic. I got you, Santa, I got you. What's wrong with your car? Dorado, it's still, okay. So Dorado, my vehicle still will not pass emissions because it still has a check engine light on. And Dre, don't talk about I told you get an engine. So I took it down to O'Reilly's again to do a system check on it. It's the same part that is not working. And so when I took it to I think it's like the 4th repair guy, he's saying the crankshaft sensor needs to be replaced. Well, I got the crankshaft sensor, but I got it from Amazon. And so when I put that in and I fired up the truck, it started but stall, started but stall. So what I'm going to do is just go down to Ford and get an actual Ford crankshaft sensor and put it in there. If that doesn't do it, I'm just going to go take it to the emission repair people, let them go ahead and tell me, price it for fixing it, and then get a year waiver. They'll give me a year waiver on the truck, which will be good, and I'm good to go for a year. It's 1:30 p.m. Normally it comes live at 3:30 for your side. Okay, so 2 more hours. It's just emissions. It's emissions where I'm stuck at right now. I bought a new house and I get it built, and I thought it was built already. You got a new house and it's getting built. Oh, you thought it was built, or are you building it from the ground up? You're in a good list, mostly part. Thank you. I'm on a good list. Told you to get a new engine. Stop. Replace it. Dre, I will keep trying. You know me. Dre's like, girl, you still yes. And I'm going to Ford this weekend. I'm going to go get me a crankshaft sensor, replace that part. And if it worked, I'll let you know. If not, Dre like, check the mail. There's an engine in there. I think I'm going to get an electric scooter for Christmas. Cars are overrated. You know what? Did they have an electric scooter that fits like a family of like 9? I never told my kids to even his yard. What do you mean even his yard? It's not going to work. You need it. It's going to work, Dre. You're supposed to have some faith in me. You're supposed to be like, girl, it's going to work this time. It's going to work. Just put some elbow grease on the bad boy. I know. And here's the thing, Dorado. So let me tell y'all a funny story, right? Y'all listen to the story, right? And so, not you. My son talking about, not you. That's my kids are like, go upstairs because you listen to grown folks' conversation. I got to tell my 10-year-old. He started leaning in. Gone. All right, so listen to the funny story. So my maintenance guy, y'all, and I was like, do you know anybody that can fix this vehicle to get it past the emission? He's like, yeah. So he gives me a number, and I call this guy, and I go down there, and I was like, my truck is giving me this code. I need my truck to pass emissions, right? And he's like, yeah, I can get it to pass the emission. He's like 100. I think he said like 100. I want to say 127. Or 125, I don't remember, $100 and something, right? And he's like, I can get your car to pass emissions, right? So I'm like, okay, cool, right? And then he was like, and I go, thank you, you know. He's like, I'm gonna just take it down there, and he's gonna get the pass. And I was like, well, thank you. And then he goes. I said, well, thank you very much. And he goes, well, he said something on the line of, well, how thankful are you? And dude was trying to give me a hug and not wanting to let go. So I was like, I came home and I was like, I was like, nope, no, sir, no, sir. That's human trafficking, disappearance stuff right there. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back on these truck and try to fix it myself. And so we still try to fix it. I'm not trying to disappear so you can make my truck pass emissions. Dude was weird. He was weird. He was just, and all I kept thinking in my mind, like, we got cartel and stuff down here. I'm not trying to disappear. No. So I did not go back. So I still have a car that needs to get fixed. The Frankenstein engine, you need a new motor. You don't have to fix the issue. Dre, I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to make a video just for you. And I'm going to say, Dre, this is me trying the car with my crankshaft sensor. Just put a lawnmower engine in it. No one will know. I wish, Doretto, not right at all. How thankful are you? Yes. He said that, Santa. And I was like, no. No. That's some disappearing stuff. And I was in the hood area. I was in the hood area of Phoenix, y'all. And I was like, I'm not disappearing today. So we're going to take my car back and let it stay broke. Just put the car over it. Just put a car over a police officer. I was like, no. I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because here's the thing. You gotta use wisdom. When you feel something's off, it's off. And I was like, there's no way. I did not go back. I was like, no. I was like, heck no. I'll sit with a car that didn't pass no emissions. It could sit in the garage. Is it bad to sell my kids to the cartels at my house? But yes, it's bad, Gary. It's bad. Bro, what you trying to talk to some kid? He was, Dre, and I was not. Dre, I was like, and when you have like that integrity and that to do what's right, you will sit there with a broken car than to do that crap. I was like, heck no. I was like, I will sit with my car not passing emissions than to go back to that place. And I did not go back. I was like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm there to get my car fixed and you try to look for a date. It don't work that way. If you don't risk it, you'll never know, Gary. Doretto. So here I am. So I'm going to replace the crankshaft sensor and I'm going to make a video just for Dre. Dre, I got you. And I'm going to make a video so I can get that sensor part. But Dre, here's my plan. If that doesn't fix it, okay? If that doesn't fix the thing, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go down to emissions. Whoever they recommend for a mechanic, let them do a system check on it. Let them give me their overpriced to fix it. And I'm just going to get the year waiver. So the year waiver will give me a whole year with that vehicle. And that gives me enough time to replace that vehicle if need so. Because there needs to be no more work in that. It's just a pain in the butt. So I'm done with just do the crank. Because I took it to the shop. The auto guy was like, you need to replace the crankshaft sensor. And the lady that I talked to, she's like, what parts have you been replacing? When I was like, from Amazon, from AutoZone. She's like, no. She's like, you need to be replacing that with Ford parts. She said, most likely, because I told her it runs smooth. It doesn't stall. She's like, most likely, she said, because you're not replacing the parts with Ford parts, she said, your ECM is not registering that you replace new parts in that vehicle. She's like, every part that you replace in there, you should be replacing with Ford factory parts only. And I wasn't doing that. I was doing AutoZone and I was doing Amazon, parts off of Amazon. And she's like, that's probably your problem. She's like, it's a Ford truck. She's probably like, the computer system is probably not recognizing the part. She's like, you probably just don't have it. She's like, your sensors probably need to be replaced with actual Ford parts. And this was the mechanic lady. I usually wear some extra tight pants and go down to the local mechanic so they can give me a discount. Doretto, you come down here, they want a discount, a hookup, a date and all. You get your car fixed and pass the emissions down here in Arizona, but you might end up missing You might be on the lost adult on the website talking about Dorado is missing. 6 foot tall, 190 pounds. Last seen at the auto shop with tight yoga pants on and a sequin shirt. Doretto's like, let me rethink that. I told you from day one that everyone's trying to hustle. They trying to hustle hard, Dre. And I'm not having it. I'm just not. It doesn't matter the part what you use. It does matter what parts you use. That, Dre, it does. If you're using, a lot of times, the vehicle, if you're using some off-brand part, it doesn't work. Because the crankshaft sensor that I put in there from freaking Amazon, it stalled my car. It stalled. It kept firing up, stalling, firing up, stalling, firing up, stalling. But it was a crankshaft sensor from freaking Amazon. So I'm going to go down to Ford and get the actual Ford sensor for it. Henry knows how to fix cars and make them do. Henry does, but Henry's in Tucson. He's in Tucson, Arizona. So I think we are like 2 hours apart. Got to use the OEM parts. I know I'm gonna go down to Ford because Ford's right down the street. I'm gonna go to Ford. Sasha, 150 years ago, I was an ASE certified. See, Dre knows. Dre can tell you. Dre was here. He can work on this vehicle for me, but Dre all the way in New Jersey. Once upon a time. Now you look. And Henry's in Tucson. So me and Henry, we're both in Arizona, but I think Tucson is 2 hours. I believe it's 2 hours away from me. So he's about 2 hours away from where I live. We used to put all types of parts in it, and when I was fixing cars, everything don't work for a long time. But it worked. I know, Dre, you put the parts in there. Look, from Amazon. And the crazy part, Dre, is when I put that Amazon part on my car, and I tried to fire it up, my car started laughing. It said, what the heck is that? My car said, I know you didn't put no Amazon part in here. It fired up, stall, and my car was like, girl, boo, go on over there, take that part back with some Amazon part, go get the Ford. Why you playing? Do I look like an Amazon truck? Ma'am, it says Ford Expedition on the back of this truck. Go on there to Ford to get your part. Stop being cheap. So I'm about to go to Ford. I'm at the casino. Tell me black or red. Red. We're going red, Gary. Hope you win. We used to put used parts on new parts and rebuild the parts all you work. I know, and here's the thing. I'm going to grab it and see what it does. I don't think I buy parts. So, Dorado, I did. I bought this part. When I tell you, my car threw a fit. That car would not start. It would make the start where it's trying to start, and then it would boom, start, right? It would start, and then it would just die. And then I do it again. It would start up, and then it was die. I was like, my car was like, no, ma'am. I told you I ain't no dang Amazon card. Go on back to Ford and get you a Ford part. So that's what I'm going to do. I thought I bought some part for Amazon before, all good. Maybe if it hit and miss, but I had good experience on the way. And see here, Michael, the timing chain was from Amazon. The timing chain that was put on that truck was an Amazon part. And that's where I got the timing chain from. But when I tried that crankshaft sensor, my car was like, no. It did not work at all. Sasha, I lost 2,000. Have a part. Napa had, doesn't Napa have parts for, but Napa does, Sasha, but I wonder if they have actual Ford.
Someone was detected at your...
Do they have Ford? Because the Ford, okay, so the part from Ford is only $61. And Ford is, Ford is not even 2 minutes away from me. So I can always go to Ford.
Motion detected at...
For example, an alternator for my car is $80 and at the store. Wow. 300? That's crazy. Your kids are quite must be behaving. They're upstairs, girl.
Where?
Mostly all the dishes are still in the dishwasher. And the parts in factory is 200. Some of the places do you have OEM part. What is OEM? What does OEM mean? Original manufacturer. I'm trying to guess what is OEM. I just know Ford and off-brand. What did I get? Motorola. What was it? Motorola? Is that what they call it? Part. It wasn't. I don't think it was a Ford. The manufacturer part. Oh, the original part. So I'm gonna have to go to Ford. Ford is like 2 minutes down the road. Ford is 2 minutes from me, so I can grab it from the Ford right here in town. I think mechanics grade maybe. Okay. There's always be eating time for another grocery shop. My kids are always eating, girl. Always. I forgot my mom, so I called. You forgot your mom, so you had to call her? No, so what I'll do is I will film it and let y'all know if it starts. I will definitely film the video because I'm with Dre saying like drop a whole new engine in it. But I'm like, if I can avoid paying all that money, I'm going to try. I told my daughter, this is the last part I'm going to try. And the only good thing I know is I can get a year waiver. And so I'm just going to have to dish out another freaking $100 and something to get them to run a system check on it again and get it done. But the sad part was this, is I took it to Ford. Ford connected it to the machine. How the heck, if you're supposed to connect this car to the machine and you're Ford, how does the system not give you exactly what's wrong with it? How do you tighten up a spark plug and say, ma'am, that's your problem? Then I take it off the lot and the check engine light comes on. So here we go again. Oh, let's explain to original part. Okay, I only get OME parts. I'm putting some random Amazon bar check. Dorado, I did, and it's a big regret. And then instead of me, Dorado, mailing it back to Amazon, I'm too lazy to pack it back up and ship it back to Amazon and say it doesn't work. So I just like, oh, it don't work. I lost $60. Hard fun fact, if your car sits for maybe a week or so, either unplug the battery. Yes, because I did not do that. Michael, that happened to me. It drained my battery too. And put in a trigger charger in the wall and a solar power. Yep, because when my car sat for a month in my garage, and when I went to fire it, the battery was dead. So I got one of the, it's not a portable charger, but one that plugs into the wall, but will charge the battery for me. His birthday's coming up next month for your family. July is Joel's birthday. July is Joel and Rayma. So Joel will be 6 in July and Rayma will be 18. Cars, lots of gaffers. I got to find food for my hungry kids. Kids are big back. Kids eat a lot, you guys. OB2 reader doesn't read everything. Oh, but Dorado, here's the question. But if I'm taking it to Ford, to the actual people that make the truck, wouldn't they be able to tell what's wrong with the truck? To me, I felt like that was ridiculous that I brought it there and I got charged not only the charge to go, do the system check for it, but then you charge me another $200 to tighten up, what's it called? A spark plug. I think that's ridiculous. Leaving a car battery connected is like leaving an appliance so to plug into the wall. It's still pulling current. You're right, Michael. And that's why my battery was dead. I sold my dad's truck. Oh, wow. So Joel is younger than my daughter. She just, happy birthday.
Okay, we just had.
What stick?
Okay, the thing we just had.
I don't know.
You had it.
No, I don't, Joe.
You did.
Harbor Freight, they have $15 solar power trick charges so you can go and plug it into the wall. Ford's not trying to fix the truck. They want, yes, you're right. But Dre, the brand new Expedition, you're looking at a $60,000 truck. $60,000 and up for a brand new Ford Expedition. They must be crazy if they think I'm paying $60,000 for a truck. Oh, heck no.
What was that thing we just had?
No, you're not getting the thing you just had.
What?
Joel,
I'm not doing it.
Go. I'm not giving it back to you. No.
What?
Because I said no. Deals you're probably charged the most. They did, Dorado. They charged me a lot, and they fixed nothing. Buy a Toyota. I do not like Toyotas though. I don't. I am a Ford girl. I'm always had a Ford truck. My first Ford truck was a Ford Taurus back in the days, and then I had a Mustang. I had a Ford Mustang, and after the Ford Mustang, I had another Ford Expedition, and then we had another Ford Mustang, and then I had a Ford Explorer, and then now I have the Ford Expedition. $1,000 paid for. I know I cannot do it. $1,000, Dorado. I found my old job in New Orleans. My water bill is $12. Oh, you got a good water bill. Chevys are cool to depend on. Ford found on road deck. I'm a Ford girl. I can never change. I like Fords. You cannot sell me on another vehicle. Yes. I'm not getting it. Y'all hear Joel?
I found something in there.
Joel just touching everything. No light bills. $15. My light bill is $400. Oh, you found that? Oh. Look, here. That's your sad face, happy face. Do you like any old school Fords like the 70s and 80s? Move that, Joel. I know, he's just turning everything on in the house. He racking up the light bills. Well, girl, that's why you had so many cars. No, I'm gonna tell you why I had so many cars. Let me tell you why. Do you need something? It's in the dishwasher you need if you're looking for something.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Oh, you don't close that darn stuff. No, you're not looking. You on that chair. Let me tell you why I had so many cars. Let me tell you, girl.
Where did you pick?
No.
Why are you not telling me?
I'm not giving that to you.
Put it, I'm gonna look for it.
All right, hold on, y'all. Let me deal with Joe. Okay, so I had my first car was a Taurus, and then I traded that in for a Ford Mustang. Okay, and then after that we ended up having the Ford Expedition and then another Mustang. The Ford Expedition, my husband wrecked it. They called him back to work, and he was working for, I think back in the day. Hold on, you guys. Joe, get down. See what I have to go through? Now. You're not doing all that. Get down. You're not finding a stick in there. Go on. Hold on, y'all.
I'm gone.
Go upstairs. I'm not playing. You come downstairs again, you're going to timeout. Okay, so the first, okay. No, I'm not playing. I told you 2 times. Oh, hold on, you guys, because he thinks I'm playing. I'm going to tell, you're going to have to tell Raymond to put you in timeout. So the Ford Expedition, my husband was working for a Kenyan event, and they called him back. He did a 16-hour shift, right? And they called him back. Joe, that's why I tell you why he be waking up. All right, so he worked a 16-hour shift, right? So he got off of work, and he drove. Let's say we lived like 15 minutes from his job. He drove all the way home. The boss called him back to work after doing a 16-hour shift, and I think I was pregnant with my, who was I pregnant with? My daughter. And I told him, I was like, do you want me to drive you back to work because you just got off a 16-hour shift? And he was delivering fuel, so he had a fuel spill. He spilled some fuel when he dropped the fuel. He goes back to work, and he's like, no, I got it. So he drives back to work. On the way home, they end up letting him go. So on the way home, driving back to work, he fell asleep. And woke up to somebody pulling him out the vehicle, totaled the Ford Expedition. He completely totaled it. So we only had his Mustang. So we have his Mustang. Y'all, it was the only car. So then he's in the Mustang. He's driving like this. A car tries to cross, and the car goes boom, hits into the Mustang and totals it. So we are out of the vehicle, right? So 2 Fords down by 2 accidents. We get the Ford Explorer, the timing chain ended up going out on it, and they had 2 timing chains, and then one of the timing chain was in the back, and my dad couldn't fix it, so I ended up, it was completely paid off too. I end up giving it to, what's it called, pull apart, like the junkyard. I ended up giving them to the junkyard. So now we're back with this Expedition right now. So that's how 2 cars were totally destroyed. 2 in an accident. One was my husband's fault, and one somebody else hit us. Let's see here. Hi, Blue. How are you? I bought an RV. It's safe for my teenager daughter to dance competition and family. I like RVs. I think RVs are really cool. Tired driving is no joke. My buddy drove into a pit. Oh, man. Was he okay? Doretto? Was he okay? Oh, my God. Remember the PT Cruiser? Hi, Master Brawling. How are you? Yeah, because he was, and here's the thing, Doretto. I wish we could have, and my whole heart was like, I wish we could have sued the employer. I wish we could have sued them. because they're the ones that called him back to work after a 16-hour shift. You know, I wish they could have waited to let him go when he came back, or let him go over the phone. If you knew somebody just drove 16 hours delivering and they finished all their load, why would you call them back to work? You know, why would you call them back to work after working 16 hours? Yeah, I know, you heard me. He was all up here, and then he ran upstairs. I had to be like, well, and what he's looking for, Joe's looking for my my little duster thing that he broke this morning, and he wants that so he can go harass everybody upstairs. And I'm like, no. I think my next car is going to be a 1996 Mercury Cougar drop top with Daytona wire wheels and a 4-inch speaker of the trunk boom boom. You gonna have a loud truck. I love that. Thank you, Master Brawl. Thank you so much. So I am like, I just gotta be patient. And for me, dealing with this is like, just, you know what I'm saying? Just step back, take your time. Don't get too super anxious, because I feel like if I get super anxious, I'm going to do something that I don't want to do. And right now, I honestly don't want a car payment. I don't want a car payment. I don't want another burden on me. I like having no car payments, you know? And so I rather have this truck fixed and not having to pay payments. I don't want to do it. And to get anything like super, super nice, you guys, these brand new big giant trucks are starting at 60 grand. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's too much money for a vehicle. RVs are cool. RVs are definitely cool. Your kid can't figure out what's going on with your car. My kid, Michael, no, she has been underneath there fixing a lot of stuff on that vehicle. And we're just going to go back and change that crankshaft sensor. We're going to go to Ford. So Monday, which is tomorrow, or Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to go to Ford, and we're going to actually get a Ford part for it and see if that solves the problem. If it does not solve the problem, here in Arizona, you can get a year waiver. If your repairs cost more than $450, they will give you a year waiver on the vehicle, so that I got a whole year to figure out what I want to do with it. I don't want to deal with another payment. Who wants another payment? You know, I'm not going to pay I'm not going to make payments on a vehicle that's ridiculous. Actually, something about police auctions. They have a lot of good cars there. I heard about that. I'm going to talk to him about that, Dre. I will. I'll definitely talk to him about that. Let's see here. YouTube University. That is where we've been doing. That's how we learn how to take apart everything. To even get to the crankshaft sensor, we did a YouTube video on it. So the vehicle has 2 camshaft sensors. There's a camshaft sensor on the left part close to that left valve cover. There's a camshaft sensor on the right side. Underneath is your crankshaft sensor, which is next to your AC, the AC motor, the AC compressor itself. Underneath, you got to go all the way underneath the truck to reach that crankshaft. So you got your 2 camshafts, and then you got your actual crankshaft that's underneath the vehicle. I'm about to get another car payment in 4 days. Are you really, Dre? I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm glad that you are able to afford that. Me? No, absolutely not. I love the freedom of having more money in my pocket than more money going out. And that's the way I view a car payment for me financially. I know I can't afford that. And I know I don't want that burden. I don't mind the car payment because I only keep them for 3 years. Only 3 or 4 year max. I love that. Because what my son did, my son has I think it's a 2015 Ford Mustang. So my son has an older Mustang. And what he did was he paid off his Mustang, and then he bought a, a BMW SUV for his wife. So he wouldn't have the Mustang payment and his other car payment. So he paid off that one completely. That way he only has like one payment he's paying for his the BMW, which is so cool. Because the BMWs, you guys, they park themselves. But I don't care, but they can't pay the bill. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, does anyone know what YouTube sent me? What did YouTube send you? You must have special access permission on YouTube app. What did they send you? Your channel has been approved? You have to have a special, why is my hair sticking up? What did they send you, Master Braun? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I know what, but I know I can, for me, I know, I look at it like this. Can I afford another car payment? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. My vehicle needs to be fixed. The money that comes in goes back to taking care of the kids, the home, and bills. And I don't want to put a financial stress on us where we're having a huge car payment coming out. Because then you got the car, not only you have the car payment, you have the car payment, the maintenance of the car, and the car insurance. So for me, if I look at our finances, I'm like, no, absolutely not. Unless it is an older vehicle that is super cheap, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I like to pay for things that I know that my money can go to. Everyone's situation works differently. I have 6 vehicles and 5 car payments. Your situation is definitely different. Because Dre, I would look at 5 car payments and I would be like calculating, if I didn't have them 5 car payments, how much money would I have in my pocket? That's how my brain works. That is how my brain works. I would be like, if I didn't have those 5 car payments, how much money would I have in my pocket right now? I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. The only payment we have is the semi truck. That's the only payment we have for a vehicle is our semi truck. And that semi truck is paid off next year. And the semi truck is what's going to make income. I never had a car payment. You never had one? Doretto, did you always pay yours cash? I'm like, it's a pain in the butt. Did you always pay yours cash, Doretto? How come you never had a car payment? Some of y'all be affording this stuff. I'm looking at y'all like, because my son only has one car payment because he paid off his other car first before he got the other one. I paid $10,000 for my pickup truck. I like that. See, Doretto? I like that. I really do. I'm like you. If I can do something like that, that's the way I'm gonna go do it. And that's what I've told my husband. I just can't do it. I can't. I cannot see. Hello, mama. I cannot see myself doing that. I just can't. Because my brain works different. I'm calculating how much money is going out with that car payment. And then as soon as you drive that car off the lot, it loses the value of what it was before when you purchased it. It's no longer the amount of money that you purchased it for, you know? But people like Dre that can do it, Dre, my mom I'll be like, come here. We're going to talk about these 6 payments. Hello, how are you doing tonight? Hi, Sean. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you doing? How are y'all doing tonight? I'm doing well. When you run your business, there are things and events I have to attend to. I can drive a busted car to go to a golf. You can't. Why? Now I'm going to pick your brain. Why? Why can't you drive a car busted to go to a golf event? Why not? Now you're going to have me pick your brain on this, Andre. Why not? Tell me why you can't do it. I heard, who was it? One of the billionaires. It was one of the guys that was a multi-billionaire. And they said like he owned like a 1990 something car. And he was a billionaire. Or do you feel more comfortable driving a more nicer car? Like, I get it. Like, if you can afford it, I totally get it.
It's time for bed.
I'm going great on a work trip. Oh, enjoy your work trip. I bought a truck off my brother. He had like 3 trucks and a Lexus. Dress for success. Yes, Doretta, I bought my sister's car for like $600. Dre's like, I'm not pulling up in no raggedy car to the golf course. I would, if I'm gonna be honest. Let's say if I had a ton of money and I could pay off that vehicle, like say if I was a multi-millionaire, right? And I can afford to buy the $60,000 car because it would be like $5 out of my pocket. And I can completely pay that off. I probably would do something like that. But I don't know your situation, Dre, but I could care less if somebody thinks I'm pulling up to and if they like my vehicle or not. You know what I'm saying? As long as I was comfortable with my bills, I wouldn't care what people thought about my vehicle. Because my peer people, I had to rush or won't give you an opportunity. But it's true. What you're saying is true in the business world. You're saying, Dre, is true. Okay, I get that. What you're saying is true. Sadly, it's true. You're right, Dre. What you're saying is true. You're right. Because some people are going to be shallow enough. If you're not pulling up in the most expensive car, they're not going to want to have a conversation with you. You're right. You're right. But if you're like these rich guy, yep, Jeff, you're thinking, thank you, Sean. Sean's guy. If you're like Jeff, he had, what was it? A Honda. Yeah. And he was a freaking billionaire. But he didn't have to make business deals. So I get what, I can see where Dre's coming from. But man, do you think like the world, the people want to hear the business deal that you wanted to make with them instead of looking at your vehicle? I added a mod to my truck so it doesn't look as old as it does. If it drives the Renault, I know you happy from point A to point B. But I get where Dre's coming. Dre's like, I got to go to a business deal, and there's a certain look that he needs to do that business deal. Okay, so I get that. I totally get that. Warren Buffett is one of the richest men in the world. He drives a 2014 Caddy. And that's, okay, here's the thing. And y'all probably heard this. I've heard from a lot of bankers. This is from bankers that said like some of their really wealthy clients that come in there drive older cars and wear off-brand name clothes. And they said there are, when they're talking about wealthy, they're really wealthy people, but they don't hold it. They hold it in more investments and properties and stuff versus the cars, the flashy clothes and stuff like that. But like Dre's saying, if, hold on you guys, my brightness, if he needs to mingle with somebody and they're going by his appearance. Hold on one second. So I completely get that. I totally get that. Hold on, you guys. Let me charge this thing up because we're about to go dead. Okay. Are we charging? Do we got to charge? All right, I got to charge. It looks like my business is struggling. Nobody wants to be next to someone with a struggling business. Also, attention seekers help build business. I'm gonna have to beg to differ on that, Dre. When my son and I were getting into the dog boarding business and we were talking to investors, okay, I drove an older car and they wanted a second meeting with my son and I, the investors, and they wanted to see the numbers. So we were new to this, so we had the guy that was helping me. He worked and invested in China. So he was flying back and forth. We're talking about millionaires, investors. He helped me put my business plan together. He could care less of what vehicle I drove, and I drove an old vehicle. And he was telling me, girl, he's like, I'm gonna help you put your business plan together. I need you to get back on in front of investors to pitch your idea again. That way we can get them to go in on this plan because he really thought it was going to work. The only reason why I backed out of it is because my son was no longer 100% into it. But I literally sat at a table with, I'm going to say there's 4 men here that were multimillionaires that were talking to me and wanted me to show them the numbers and stuff on how this business can grow. And the guy that was doing business back and forth in China sat down and he was like, I'll help you put your business proposal together. Warner Bros. Also owes 150 million house. So it depends. It depends. And rich and famous people are lying to you. These people own 150 million yachts and houses and 3 million wine. Not all. Not all. Not all. Because if you watch a lot of these stories, Dre, of some of the people that are having the yachts, the $1 million houses and stuff like that, some of them are in debt up to their eyeballs. Not all of them are showcasing a ton of this stuff. You know, some of them, that's why you get a lot of these people that are going bankrupt. And then they're wondering why. And you even got famous actors going bankrupt because they're spending way above, let's say, what they're bringing in. They once bring in a lot of this money and then they're overspending and then they're going broke. But the wise ones are reinvesting their money into something else because they don't want to keep up with the Joneses. You see what I'm saying? He didn't own the house when he was making the start like you're talking about the car after becoming successful. Nobody starts out with those things. Because I'll give you a story. Listen to this, Dre. I kid you not. So there was this kid, right? And he was portraying himself as rich and famous and like renting like huge $1 million homes. renting these expensive cars to portray that he was rich. But he was preying on, like, let's say, like small businesses. And he was saying, I know this, I know that, I know this person, to get a lot of stuff. And so the people were looking at his outward appearance and thinking like he had a ton of money. And turns out he was a scammer. The whole time he was a scammer. But he target people that were looking at his outward appearance to get a lot of things. And people were giving him, one person gave him like, I want to say almost, I think the first time, like $50,000 in jewelry and up. It's crazy. I'm just like, that's crazy. Half glass full, half glass. I don't know, Santa. Investors are different. I run insurance commercial contract. When I go to a house to sell something, insurance, a new house, they want an agent that they can trust. They do, Dre. But a lot of scammers, I'll give you this, Dre. A lot of scammers prey on, they use that as an advantage of people looking at the outward appearance and thinking that someone has money, and they come in there, they dress the look, they talk the look, you know what I'm saying? And they flash all this stuff, and then they really don't have it. Because there was that one person that did that. They go to these people, say, hey, look, I got all this stuff. You want to invest in me? Here's my fancy car, all the stuff I own. And then it turns out they don't have that stuff. Instead of doing their research into that company and seeing how that company is really making money, or so on. So outward appearance, yeah, I get what you're saying. Sometimes it will close the door if somebody's looking at this versus somebody that's truly into just investing and they're just looking at the numbers. Looking at numbers. A storm hit us and a family house was having a baby shower. It was a girl. But I get what you're saying, Dre. I can see both. I can see what you're saying. Because a lot of times, especially if you walk into a store, like say if I walk into a really high-end store, okay, and I look like a bum, they're probably gonna want to talk to me. They're probably gonna be like, oh, she don't got no money. But if you're dressed a certain way, then they're thinking, okay, that person has money. They're going to more cater to you. So I get what you're saying. But I saw a lot of people get scammed because of that, You get, this one lady said she would go and she would literally shoplift. And she said the way she got away with it, she said she would just dress in a bunch of fancy clothes, name brand clothes. That way nobody would look at her as if she was there to actually shoplift. Which is insane, My grandma says that you have to have 2 grandchildren. Who has her favorite? Hello, I see you. I love you too. They will buy insurance based on your image and appearance. You're right, they do. I had to invest in myself to push my business, especially in the North. People are bougie here. I believe it, Drake. No, I believe you do have people that do that. You do that. It's that outward appearance. They're judging you from that, and they're like looking you up and down and say, okay, can you or can you not? I'll give you an example. My son, for his honeymoon, he took his wife to Orlando, and they went to Disney and stuff, and they stayed in a nice hotel, like a super nice hotel. I believe they said it was a hotel where the presidents and stuff would actually stay in, and they went downstairs to dine in the dining area. He'll tell you the story, and my son had on like shorts and a shirt. And he said as soon as he went downstairs, the guy yelled at him. It's like, you cannot come in here dressed like that. You have to have the whole nice slack, the nice shoes, and the nice attire to eat here. So I get it. I see it both ways. I really do. Sean, I've been doing this for years, bro. You got to have $7 million house to give an estimate on the house. They will turn you away if your car appearance isn't right. I believe it. You do certain areas that you go into. It's sad though, it's really sad. It's really sad that you got to do that, but it's part of business. Some places you have to do it, some places that you don't. 8 million people have never heard of this before. Money that people get their family. It's a lot of money things go around. A lot of places that you got to do it. You really do. But I've seen millionaires that don't look like millionaires. I've seen it. Definitely seen it. I remember the couple that went to our church. They had 150 acres of land. And you would never think that they had that much. So some people are very casual about what they have. And I do appreciate the ones that do that, So, but Dre's got a business he has to do, so he's got to sell that image. So I definitely get that. Sean, I have a customer multi-million. We're talking about cars. She owns 2 millions in cars and don't drive it. So I told her why not buy it. Being done with she told me she would rather. Did she really? Oh, did you hear about the story, Dre, about the guy that had 150 cars? He had 150 cars. He had 4 houses in California. And he had contracts with T-Mobile, some of the largest corporations here in America. And one of his deals, I think, was close to $1 billion. Tell me why this man was scamming all of them. FBI shut him down. He got 30 years in jail. Dude scammed all that money out these big corporations and had 150 cars sitting in his garage, his built garage for these cars. Insanity. I'm like, how? Let's see here. 8 million people had never heard of this before. Money that people get their family. But you guys, it's a thing. I mix everyone to do their thing, which understand is different perspective on everything. But I'm telling you, all my experience, I see. No, I believe what you're saying. I believe, Dre, I truly believe that some places you have to dress a certain way. You got to drive a certain thing for them to even let you in the door to even sell them something. I totally get what you're saying. But I think what people are saying, like, yeah, there's certain places that you got to do this to get in there to sell a product, okay? And then there's certain places that people just want to see the numbers and they want to see what you can do for them. Because I've seen people that are totally flashy and have zero in their bank account because everything that they are buying, they're making payments on and nothing that they own. So I can see it from each way. Definitely can see it. He scammed T-Mobile, and you know T-Mobile is huge. I got T-Mobile. I bought a few things for my son's baseball game, but Dre, I get you. Business is business. You got to do what you got to do to get a foot in the door. Go to Miami. Everyone has a Lamborghini, Ferrari. Someone has visit my ex-wife, but in Miami, it is a lifestyle in Miami. It is. You know how many times I've seen a Lamborghini down here in Arizona? One time. Lamborghinis in, let's say, Kentucky, you would see them every now and then, and you would see mostly the Corvettes. But the Lamborghini here in Arizona, I seen one in the area that I lived in. But it's the image a lot of these people have to portray, you know? But you got a lot of people that are portraying this image that really don't have that money. You know what I'm saying? I'm contract with TMO, V7Z, and AT&T. They are tied up with everything they do. People used to take them to the cleaners. Sean, the guy, he got T-Mobile good. He got a lot of big corporation. And the only reason they found out that he was scamming, so one of his employees that worked for him, when she quit, she reported him. And that's how they did the investigation. They found that he was scamming all these corporations, and he ended up getting 30 years in jail. And his wife was put in jail also because she knew he was doing the scam. He had 4 houses in one state. He had 4 houses in California. And Dre, think about 150 cars. Dude bought 150 cars. But here's the sad part about it, Dre. When he started out, if he would have just fixed his product that he was selling, if he would have stopped the first time he got that $1 million and fixed the product to make sure it actually worked, you know, and then because he sold, let's say he sold like 10,000 products that he sold, but he only had 2,000. He didn't even bother to make more product because he knew back then the companies were getting a write-off because it was for better the environment. It was green. They call it, what do they call, like green health or something, whatever, and for the environment is more healthier. So T-Mobile and these companies were just buying it so they can get the tax write-off. So that's why he was getting big chunks of money. But he had the opportunity to actually fix his product to make sure it worked, or even make the product, more of the products that he was selling to make sure it worked, but he didn't do that. He just took the money and started buying things with it. Yeah, you can have some of that. Just 2 scoops.
Just 2.
Yeah, that's why he was scamming. He wasn't fixing it. There were half of his equipment didn't work, and then not only did half of his equipment didn't work, So when I was telling, he sold like 10,000 of his equipment, but only had 2,000 in stock, and he wasn't making anymore. So he was selling something he didn't even have. And so the employee that worked there, she spilled the beans on him. Dude got 30 years in jail. All he had to do is stop and perfect his equipment and then produce the product. Instead, he was spending the money he was getting and not even making more of the product. So how are you going to sell 10,000 of your product and you only got 2,000? You don't even bother to make more. Crazy. Oh, I had a great news. I just bought 11 acres on Friday. Oh, I love that. Are you going to be able to fish on it? And are you still going to be doing Airbnb, Trey? Why fix something that bro was scamming? He was scamming. Hi, Brooklyn. Trey, we got to get you on here so you can talk finances. You and Sasha, because Sasha be talking some things too. Okay, always but Dirt Man, I'll do. Okay, so always buy Dirt Man, I'll do you. Great. Buying land is a plus. Drake can tell you that when you're buying property always goes up in value. It was like my dream come true. I never thought I could buy a lake. I love that. Now, are you going to post a picture so we can see it on your, well, you don't have to show exactly where it is. Like, you're going to, a vague picture that we can see it on your YouTube channel. That would be so cool. I'd love to see that. I remember, did you remember, Dre, like a long time ago, Steve Harvey talked about it when he was living in his car, that he used to go fish on people's property until he made it rich? I love hearing that. Speaking of, that's amazing me happy for you. You have to clean the lake up and fill it with fish. You got to clean it up? Oh, okay. Are you going to have something in there? So how do you keep, okay, so it's a man-made lake. Do you have to keep something in there that keeps the water flowing and moving? Or just putting the fish in there helps with keeping the water moving for the lake? How does that work? Y'all don't know. I don't know nothing about a man-made lake. I can share it with you. I know you will. I know. I want to see it. I know. You're like, you don't do the internet. Share it with me. You got my email. You got to drop me a picture of it. I would love to see it. So where did you buy it? Dre, where did you buy it from? The land, like the state. You don't have to say exactly. Where'd you buy it from? Because I think that is so cool. So this is going to be your property. Are you going to turn this into Airbnb, or is this just going to be your, like, living property? I think that's so cool. No, it's not the man-made. It's so that is so cool. So you just got to stock it with more fish. I think it may be a regular lake that had some pollution over there. No, I think that's so cool. No, he said it has a stream. So if it has a stream, it should be good, right? I think that's so cool. In Pennsylvania is absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful state. Congratulations, Dre. You're going to love it. My son hates when I cook. Your son hates when you cook. Pennsylvania is absolutely gorgeous. You are going to love it down there. I love that. So what does your wife think about you getting the lake? Is she going to be living down there? I just got to clean it out. No way. Just drove through Pennsylvania. I'm in Ohio now. You lived in Ohio. You have to clean, take out, and fill it with fish. So are you gonna fill it with the fish? What kind of fish are you gonna fill it with? That is so cool. You just drove for Pennsylvania. I'm in Ohio. Sean, you're in Ohio. How are you liking Ohio? You guys are. I love the conversation tonight. You guys are so talkative. We got some good chat going on here. Okay, I'm in you live in New York? Okay, I'm on a business trip to Ohio. That is so cool. So I bought the lake. It's on 11 acres, but I'm trying to buy the land in front of the lake that I can possibly rent it out for camp. Oh, that is so cool. And Grin, I love that. I love it so far. It's been amazing. And canoeing. Okay, I love that. I love how old love you. How old are you? Hi, Belly. Is it Belly? Hi, Belly. How are you? Welcome to chat. So are you gonna canoe on it? Okay, so this is like 11 acres in a lake. Okay, I'm gonna come over and canoe on your land. I'm coming to Pennsylvania, Dre. I'm about to canoe on your land. I love that. But okay, so how's your investment coming in Arizona? Because I know you did some investment in Arizona. Did you get that started and houses built on that land as well? Or really, I was born in the Bronx. Did you find out if Henry's going live? I don't know. Sherry, do you see if he's going live or not? I don't know. I tried emailing him earlier. I have 13 years. You're 13? Well, welcome to chat. Hi, Cassidy. How are you? And I love you back. Thank you for coming to chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, when you come by, I can take you for a tour. Yeah, definitely. Oh, hands down. Don't tell me just when, because you're going to see me show up. You're going to be like, girl, you really showed up? Yes. You said if I come by. Don't tell me when, because I will be there. No, Sherry, do you see him on there? Because I don't know if you can see him, because, girl, I can't click over there. I can't. I'm going to lose chat, and I can't read the conversations on chat. Because y'all is popping tonight. I'm loving it. Because I was going to try to go live with him, but I did not. I sent him an email, but didn't hear back from him. No, not yet. It is, maybe he'll go live in the next hour and a half. Because usually he's going live at 11 o'clock. Okay, Dre, what about Arizona? Did you get your house built? Did you get your house built and stuff here? Did you get that started? Because I told you my son got his bus. So he's got all his chairs and stuff taken out the bus that he's going to turn into the RV. Okay, I haven't been to Arizona yet. The land. You haven't been here? It's just sitting. I've been in Florida working on my house. I came home on Thursday and got a call. Oh, okay. I love that though. But you haven't seen your land in Arizona yet? Dre. All right. I hope you, well, let me know what you decide to turn that land into. Because if you're Airbnb-ing it out, dang, just let me know. Just let me know, Dre, for real. Because I would love to definitely check that out too, as well. I like the fact that you got some lake on your land. I think that's so pretty cool. I think that is so awesome. And especially Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is gorgeous. Okay, I know North Sean Hamber, Niagara Falls, Cypress. I'm looking for my grandma. You're looking for your grandma's husband. I don't know where your grandma's husband is, boo-boo. I do not know. I'm going to click on something, you guys, so give me a second. He says, I'm looking for my grandma. Okay, what is it? Insert. Oh, man. My phone is like Sunday night chat, you guys. Go to my YouTube channel, your channel. Click on this. Let me get back in here so I can see everybody. No, why is saying add? I'm not trying to save it. Why are you trying to save? Clear. Okay, I don't want to save. I don't know why it's saving something. Let's see if I can see you guys over here. No, I have a lot going on right now. I don't have, okay. We're closer to the house in Niagara Falls. And no, I have a lot going on. I don't ask yet, but Arizona, I'm trying to get those houses fixed so I can put them in a sale by end of June. Okay, that's cool. Are you ever think of doing like a tiny house? What about the tiny houses, Drake? Because I saw like a lot of the tiny houses that look really cool. My son says I'm bad at cooking. So what are you talking about? Your son says you're bad at cooking. What are you cooking for your son that you're bad at? A very small town. I wanted to keep a slower life for the kiddos. Okay, I've been to that side. I went to Niagara Falls. I'm booking for the first time in a month. It was boring and cold, bro. I heard Niagara Falls water is dangerous. Did you hear about that, Dre? I heard that the water in there is like so dangerous. Like, don't fall in that water. They said something like there's an underwater current that kind of whirlpools like underneath there. Bye, Brooklyn. Have a good day, girl. Or have a good night. It's probably evening time for you. Thank you for coming in. It was boring and cold and just look pictures and laugh. So you didn't like Niagara Falls at all? You thought it was boring? It's so boring. After you see it, there's really isn't anything else to do. It was overhyped. So it's not, you guys, I've always wanted to see Niagara Falls. So it's not nice to go down there to see. It's not worth the drive up there. I watched a video of a guy jumping in there to try to get some driftwood, and it didn't end well. It did not end well at all for them. I don't know about the tiny house. I might just sell and go. I want to get my money. You want to get out. I don't want to be attached too much. You're like, I'm done with it, and let's move on, girl. We are not trying to do all that. I like seeing a tiny house. They're so cute, though. But I've never been. My parents been to Niagara Falls a couple of times. I've never been there. I've been stuck in New York, but I've never been to Niagara Falls. It's beautiful to see. It makes maybe a plan to mountain hike nearby if you want to get a full day out of it. Okay. Plan mountain. But is it cold? Sean, is it cold? Because you guys said a mountain hike, but is it cold out there? I don't know about hiking in no mountain if it's cold. Yeah, it's boring. Cold. Nothing to see after that fall. Dang. Dre's like, no. All right. Well, okay. Let's do this. What has been the most, okay. What has been the most exciting state that you guys been to that's worth visiting? And what did you see? Seems like people are moving this year. I just moved and left my house. I know, Sherry. I'm glad you're enjoying your house. I'm glad. Depends on the time of the year. We have mountains that aren't frozen on the top. But here, we got mountains here in Arizona. But it'd be hot. It'd be hot like hell itself in Arizona. So ain't nobody trying to hike in the summertime. The things is, I don't have passion for none of these things. I just do it to investment. You don't enjoy. You just, well, maybe investment is something that you enjoy doing. I want my own thing. On top too long. I just buy and sell. New Zealand and the snow. Sherry, what part of New Zealand did you go to and where did you see the snow? I think that's beautiful. Miami. I knew, Dre, why did I know you were going to say Florida? Dre's like, Miami, where the party is. Just Miami. This is New York. We don't get that hot. I like that. See, everybody has something different. Sherry's like, I want to go see the snow. She's relaxing. Dre's like, I'm going where the party is, Miami, because everybody know that's Party City. And then Sean talking about he hiking in some mountains. Florida for sure. I am like, I'm with Sherry. I'm more laid back. I am not, I like the fact that everybody has a different kind of thing that they enjoy. I think that's so cool, you know, in different places you guys got to see. But if I'm looking for somewhere, I need somewhere quiet. I need somewhere quiet and away from a big, huge crowd. But I like that. I like that everybody has fun things that they enjoy. Best state in the world is Miami, Florida, hands down. The vibes in Miami is unmatched. Dre, leave my head. Miami is known as a party city. That state is known as. All right. Would you raise your family in Miami, knowing that Miami is a party place, Dre? Or would you just settle for a place for like vacation? We aren't limited in the U.S. We aren't limited to the U.S. Ireland. Don't remember. I was like 7 years old, but I remember being in the snow, sliding into the hot tub in the summer. I like that, Sherry. That's absolutely beautiful. You played back until you go to Miami and see the vibe, and you're moving and grooving. There's relaxing vibe. Do you really think so? I don't know. I think when I did my research on Miami area, it was just more of, they said it's more of like and you're young, but you're really young, Dre. You're young. It's more for like the younger crowd. You guys are more out there seeing things and enjoying that stuff. I think for the older people as myself, we're more we ready for quiet. So I can see that. It definitely could be your vibe. Gotta get some sleep, y'all. Have a good night, Sean. Thank you for coming in. Good night. Thank you for the great conversation. I would never live in Miami. My family would be broken apart. I know Miami is like the party city. I know it's a party city. I guess for me being older, it would not be my thing. But I like the fact that everybody has something different that they enjoy. I like that. Like, I couldn't do like, I could not do like no cabin in the woods at late at night, you know, but I can do something like kind of like in the midst of, you have people, but not too many people. You know what I'm saying? But I like that. I like that you got to go check it out. And I heard that Miami has a lot of wealthy people in there as well. Or it's absolutely beautiful. But it's Party City. Welcome to chat, everybody. What time is it for you guys in chat? Y'all getting quiet. What time is it? Dre, we got 9:33 over here. What time is it for you, Dre? I know Sherry is all the way across the world because she's in Australia. But we are early. I don't know if Doretto left. Doretto left the building. Nani? No? You gotta go upstairs because y'all did not put no. Go get your toilet paper in that bathroom. Oh my God, y'all. Joel left me alone. Okay, things in my room are going to change and shade any human. The party and the lifestyle. There's beautiful people walking around and the food and I bet you. You're 10:33. Okay, 10:33 p.m. and then you're 2:30 in the afternoon. Stay safe from better. Nice talking to you. I know my allergies are going crazy. I'm surprised Cowboy hasn't been in here today too. He's usually popping in here, popping in the chat as well. Surprised he ain't popped in here in a minute. Say hello to everybody. Did you put it in there? And I haven't been on in a minute, Dre. I wasn't on here Saturday, and I finally said, you know what? I got on here earlier today, and then I got on here again. I was like, let me go in here. I know allergies are going crazy. Mine are going crazy. It was so crazy yesterday. I had to like put ice on my eye, y'all. I was sitting there with some ice wrapped up in a little cloth because the allergy season is so much about Miami. It can go on and on. I bet you the food is awesome. I bet you they have some amazing food. I believe it. But with me, I am, let's put it this way, I'm a mama. And so I'm always, the places that I look to go to, Dre, I'm always considering, is it safe for my children? So, and I always heard that Miami was like a party area. So I'm always looking for like family friendly places to go because I'm not into the nightlife. You know what I'm saying? And then I was thinking my kids' safety. So it's got, and I know that, I think they say Clearwater, Florida is more for families than Miami. I live in suburbs, a good, boring life, raised a family, but living in Miami would be bad for the health of the family though. See, I'm a mama first before anything. I'm a mama first. So, and I like more of the quiet life. I'm not into the, Miami would be a little too fast for me. You know? Joe would definitely love Miami. You know what? And I think it would be too fast for me. It would be way too fast. I couldn't do it. If I want to raise my kids, I want to raise my kids in somewhere that is quiet, not a lot of people. I do not want to raise my kids in anything that's near a party lifestyle. Girl, I made a creamy pasta and mushroom. Oh, that sounds so good, girl. Tampa is good for the family. I heard Tampa's good. I heard that. And Clearwater Beach. I heard Clearwater Beach is really good too. Because when it's different when you're a parent. You're always, when you're moving somewhere, you're always thinking, okay, is it safe for my kids? You know, is it an area that I want to raise my kids? Because I don't want a party area. You know, because there's so much going on, especially in the United States, that you're just like, you got to think about your children. Miami's huge, or a slow side of Miami is like, yeah, but not slow enough for me. That's not slow enough for me. And you got to remember, I mostly lived in the country. So I was in Kentucky, I was in Oklahoma, so I've always had that country life. Always had a country life. And fast life, the cities and New Yorks and stuff like that, it was something that never fascinated me. It just never was something that was in my taste. I'm like the mom that wants to stay home, raise her kids, take them to the park, take them to the pool, cook dinner, come home and relax. Like here in Arizona, we do have Scottsdale, which is more the nightlife. It was never something that was in my side of a taste. I was never interested in any of that love. I don't know why. I'm just like a mama 24/7. Area. It's just bad for me. I've been going there for 17 years. I love that. South Beach is a party area. The rest of Miami is slow. Yeah, I want it Miami. It's gonna be no. And then when I looked at the crime rate in Florida crime rate is super high. It's super, super high. So when I was considering somewhere to live, I checked out the crime rate in each state. Arizona's up there too. But Florida is a whole new level on the crime rate. That Florida starts, like most states start their police officers off around 21 of age to be a police officer. I think Florida was down as low as 18 because they need officers that bad. And I looked at the crime in Florida. I was like, oh heck no. Yeah, Ohio, Indiana, slow type of vibes. Yeah, especially Indiana. The craziest people in the world live in Florida. I saw the crime. Dre, when I saw the crime, I was like, no. Because I did it too. I looked at the crime rate. And so, and then even when I picked this area where I want to live in Arizona, I looked at the crime rate. Because you can go online, you can pull up like how bad the crime is. And this was like a low crime area. And that's why I chose this area in Arizona. But when I pulled up Florida, Florida on its own, Florida could just make a chart on its own. They on a whole new level over there. And I was just, it's just not, I was like, it's not a place for me to raise a family. Baby, I'm doing good. How are you doing? How are you? And New Jersey, I always want to see New Jersey though. I always want to see New Jersey, but I heard New Jersey is very expensive. Thank you so much, BB. Thank you. How's your night going? So I'm definitely going to check it out. I can't wait to check more things out this summer coming up. I can't wait to get out. Florida is either you get, sorry, you get eaten by gators. Yes. And a crazy pill, I have family that lives in, I think it's called Jacksonville, Florida. I still have an aunt that lives over there. And then I heard that Jacksonville was like the rough spot. Like my son goes to Orlando a lot, you know, but I'm like, oh, I was like, oh no. Florida, you have everything down there. Gators, iguanas, what is it? And then I heard like sinkholes, but it's beautiful. Why are the beautiful spots high crime? I know Florida is absolutely gorgeous, especially the water, you know, and like, come on. You guys destroyed California. Now you're destroying Florida too. Like, can we keep these areas gorgeous, you know, nice and beautiful? Come on, at least some spots in America. I've been to Hawaii. Have I been to Hawaii? Yeah, I've been to Hawaii. I've been to Maui. Hawaii. Orlando. I heard Orlando's so gorgeous. And that was on my list to go do. I had booked I think it was the Groove Resort. I think it was a Groove Resort in Orlando, Florida. And we had booked a stay over there. This is way back then. And then COVID hit. So when COVID hit, we had to cancel it, right? Because you remember COVID shut down everything. So we had to cancel that. So we couldn't go there. And then after that, when it lifted, I ended up going to Maui anyways. I've never been to Greece. I heard Greece is pretty. So Dre, speaking of Greece, have you traveled out of the country as well? Have you traveled a lot out of the country besides a lot of places in the United States? Have you traveled around? I heard it's super pretty there. How do you like it? Are you from there, BB? Are you there? Are you there right now in Greece? I heard it's absolutely gorgeous. Traveling is amazing. Especially if you can travel, it's amazing. I wish everyone that could want to travel can travel to get around and see the world. You haven't been there? Okay, where are you from? They have snakes, poisonous frogs, lizards, people by hurricanes. They do. Florida has everything. Florida does. The hurricanes are crazy. Because didn't that last hurricane that went straight to Tampa? Like, I remember that. And it went straight to Tampa. But then we had that huge storm, was it 2 days ago, that hit Missouri? So summer's here again. We're kicking back up the storms. Here we go again. Greece is a beautiful place, and Spain. How did you like Spain? Spain is on my bucket list, right? Spain is on my bucket list. How did you like Spain? That is like on my bucket list to go to. I've been to Dubai. Did you like Dubai? I've never been to Dubai. Don't want to go to Dubai. I'm just going to be honest. I do not want to go to Dubai. I don't know, something McDonald's. Carlos, I don't know what you're saying. Even though you might want to go to the country because you want to see the beautiful views, also make sure you're willing to try their food or their food, otherwise you'll get... I know. I'm into trying... I will try new foods as long as it's not raw. I ain't nothing raw. I ain't trying to have no worms come out of me. So I will try anything that's cooked. Well, mostly. Nothing raw. I have to go down there and Saturday... you're going to Spain on Saturday? Spain Beach is... Can I go in your suitcase? Dre, can I go in your suitcase? I'm just saying. You could be acting like, I don't know where that... When they do the scam, like, I don't know where that body came from. It's fake. It's not real. Can I be in the suitcase? I always wanted to go to Spain. My sister too. That is on my bucket list. Okay, so to get into Spain, is it hard? Do you have to do like a tourist visa to get in there? Is it hard to apply to get into Spain? Do you like raw fish? I don't like sushi raw. Like, I do not like, I don't know. I just freak out the thought of getting a parasite. I don't want no worms. No, I'm going to Florida. I thought you were going to Spain. I heard Spain is gorgeous. I heard the food is amazing. Like Sherry said, you got to go. You got to try the food. Absolutely. You got to try food. I will try anything, but as long as it's not raw. I'm not eating nothing that's not cooked. It's got to be cooked. Nothing. No. Don't come to Florida. It's way too, it's way too hot. Krista, I heard it's humid. I heard it's just humid there. Like Arizona, girl, they like, it's dry heat, it's hot, but no, Arizona's hot as hell. It's hot. 115 don't feel like no dry heat, girl. It feel like somebody put you in hell itself and open the door, told you walk out. Girl, not even the flies want to fly outside. Oh, no, she's going in with you. No, it's Santa, but I'm going. I've been to Brazil. Ooh, Brazil, I heard is beautiful too. It's awful. I heard it's humid. I heard it's humid in Florida, but it can't be compared to 115-degree weather in Arizona. Arizona, we freaking hate. You feel like you can't breathe outside. That's how hot it is. Regular passport, you can go to Spain. I think an American passport gives access to. I did not know that. Okay. I did not know that. That is cool to know. Thank you for that. I'm going to definitely look into that. Thank you. Because I know when I had to do my husband, when he had to go get back into India, since he's an American citizen now, I had to apply for a tourist visa for him to go back to India. And I like the fact that I could do it online. So I was able to apply for his tourist visa and get it approved for him to re-enter India. Are you in Arizona? I'm in Arizona. And the air at work doesn't work very well. Oh my God, I was sweating to death today. I should be a crime to leave the house during the summer. Girl, I'll be mad if the air conditioning doesn't work. Thank you, BB. Florida is hot. Florida is hot, but it's nothing close to Arizona and Nevada. Yeah, Arizona is horrible. The heat is horrible out here. It's so beautiful. I want to go somewhere where there is clean ocean water and no bugs and beautiful summer, not too hot. Don't come to Arizona because it's hot. When I tell you Arizona is hot, it's hot. Hi, Frankie. Hi, Kaden. How are you? Arizona is extremely hot. When you hit 115 degrees, you're going to be like, heck no. It's miserable. You don't even want to go outside. You'll stay inside with the AC going. And the crazy part is your air conditioner don't take no break. That thing will run and run. And when the sun goes down in Arizona, so you're at 115, and when nighttime comes and you walk outside in Arizona at night, it's still hot. It's 90 degrees at night. Not just imagine that you're like, oh, it's 115 at night, it's going to get cooler. No, ma'am. You go for a walk at night in Arizona, it's still freaking hot. It's like 90 degrees. It's so hot in Arizona. Everyone flies around. It's just hot. They don't, Dre. Summertime, you don't see no flies. Summertime, when it hits summer, you barely see the flies. The flies start out when it gets all warm and stuff. But once it's 115 degrees, even the flies like, hell no. They're like, no, we're going to take a break. We under the tree. No, it's too hot. Hawaii wasn't hot when I went to Maui. When I went to Maui in May, I think it was around 70. Hawaii was actually really pretty. I used to live in Arizona. It's a say no. It is a say. Kaden, you're right. I love it. I love the hot. I can't handle it. 115, Frankie, you would be crying. You would be crying out here. How's your son's new job going on? He moved up to deputy. No, Sherry, he was a deputy sheriff. Now he's going in to be a police officer. He doesn't start till this week. How many kids do you have? I got a lot of kids. It feels like an oven in Arizona. It does feel like an oven. The first time I got here to Arizona and I went outside the next day, because when I got here, I was okay. But the next day I went outside and I opened the door.
Where's me, Mom?
I came back inside and closed the door. It was that hot. It was that hot. And I was like, how do people live like this?
Remote?
What's your remote?
When I have
You're going to have... tell Abraham to help you find it, because I don't know where you put it. I live in Arizona. You love the heat. What part of Arizona are you in? Well, I'll skip Arizona. All my places see list. No, here's the thing, Krista. Come to Arizona in the wintertime. The winters in Arizona is absolutely beautiful. So when everybody's having a bitter cold, we are nice and warm. I think the lowest we get during the day is around 60 and night is around 40s. So come to Arizona in wintertime, you're going to love it. I don't know where your remote control is. You have to ask Abraham to find it for you.
He doesn't know it.
I look so young. Thank you, Kaden. Oh, hold on, y'all. Joe is over there. Just a million questions in my head. Let's see. My sister said I'm adopted. Arizona is hot. It would drive someone. It is hot. It is extremely hot. I live in Tempe. Okay, you're in Tempe. Okay. So you're in the lower half. She opened the door. There was Joe. Joe be over here just million question. Arizona's extremely hot. It is like in the summertime. Okay, let me tell you how crazy it is. We get people that come and visit Arizona in the summertime, right? And people are like telling them it's a dry heat. It's not that bad. It's a dry heat. These people will go hiking at 100 and something degree weather. Then you see it on the news. They got to go rescue somebody off a dang mountain. Because people come here to think, oh, it's just a dry heat. No, it's bad. It's bad. When I tell you it's bad, it's bad. That sun hurt when it hits you. Don't take Arizona dry heat like it's not a big deal. You're gonna be sorry coming out here in summertime. The one thing I can say I like about Arizona. I like the fact that if I open my door and come out, I can see the mountains. I like the fact that it is sunny. 99% of the time it's sunny out here. So you're not getting a lot of rain and the gloom and the cast over where you can barely see the sun for a week. It's really sunny. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Just the summers are brutal. But the summers only last about 3 months. So then it kind of goes back into your regular summer heat that you're used to. So you got 3 months of brutal heat and then it kind of goes back to where you can tolerate it. And then the winters are absolutely gorgeous. So when everybody's talking about the snow and it's 13 degrees outside, we walk around with shorts on and flip-flops still. The pool is year round. Just think about that. Our pool is year round. They don't close our swimming pool. They catch the heat. They do catch a heat stroke because it be hot. It's way too hot. I live in Laxo is dangerous. So big shout out. Hi Harriet, how are you? Once they get heat stroke, they will. If you stay out there, you will get a heat stroke. And like Dre is saying, it's no joke. You can cook an egg on it. It gets hot. And it is illegal. It is illegal in Arizona to bring your dog out and have your dog hiking in the mountains at 100 degree weather. If you're caught with your dog out here and it's 100 degrees outside, they're going to give you a ticket. Why do we need to tell people not to walk your dog out in 100 degree weather? Why are you taking your dog on a hike when it's 100 degrees outside? People don't think. If you get caught with your dog out there 100, you're going to get a ticket. And well deserved. Because your poor dog should not have to be out here suffering. All jokes aside, you can cook it. You can cook an egg on here. You can. I would want to be more of a hot state when my kids get older. Do you really? What state are you going to be in Florida when your kids get older? That's animal abuse. Last night. Yeah, Sasha, it is. And people are ignorant. Your dog is walking around with a coat. Why are you with a dog outside? And then the pavement, Sasha, girl. Don't come out here with no shoes on in Arizona when it's 115 degrees. If your feet is burning, touching that cement, imagine what you're doing to your dog. It's hot, y'all. It's hot. And the nighttime is no relief. Walking out nighttime in Arizona, it's hot too. It's in the 90s still. I would get my dog shoes. Yep, get your dog some shoes. Yeah, it's torture for the fur babies. Because the cat, you guys, the cat that we found, okay, you know that big orange cat that we have? We found him. He was living underneath the cars at my son's school. When we brought him home, he had blisters on his paws. He had blisters because it was so hot and he was walking on that hot pavement. And to try to stay cool, he would sit underneath cars. And so when we took him back home, poor little thing had blisters underneath his little paws because it was too hot for him outside. Why is your cat living outside? Don't even take yourself outside in the heat. Arizona is hot. My dog is spoiled anyway. She has more clothes than I do. Krista, my big dog is like 82 pounds, and my little dog is 25 pounds. So they too big for clothes, girl. Girl, they could be wearing some grown folks' clothes out here. I probably would move to California, Orlando. California is definitely beautiful. It's a beautiful state. Orlando is 2 hours away from me. Krista's in Orlando. My son goes to Florida a lot, Krista. My son goes there a lot. Hi, Sasha. Welcome back, girl. Where'd you go, Sasha? You was gone for a minute. Where'd you disappear to, girl? That's a lie. My dog is a pit bull, and she has a whole closet. Girl, no. You want to see big? Hold on. Abraham. Is London upstairs? Let me show you. No, she can wear grown folks' clothes. You hold on. Let me show you her. She big. She big as heck. Is she up there? Is she in there? Do you see her?
George, you got 8 London in there?
All right. She's gonna talk.
She's upstairs.
All right. Open the door so she can come down here. London!
George, we have to open the door so London can
Hold
come
on.
down.
Now I gotta get her a treat. Hold on. Because she can be like, why you call me downstairs? Hold on, girl. Let me show you. Oh, she got this burnt up hot dog that my son didn't cook. London! Come here, London. Come here. Luna's a pit bull. She thinks she's a chihuahua. I'm gonna show you big, girl. Look. Come here, London. I usually can hear her coming down the stairs because she's so dang big. London! Come on! I hear her. All right, look. Let me tell you, she ain't wearing no dang clothes. Girl, look at this. Sit. Sit down. Sit. You're not getting a treat. Give me your paw. Give me paw. Paw. Good girl. Girl, what clothes that dog wearing? Girl, she big as heck. Go there and tell her you big. You big? Say I'm big. My mama's, where you laying down for? You ain't getting no more treat. You too damn big. What thing? I didn't hit. Here, take the other one. She need extra long. So I said she's cute. Oh, sweet day, girl. She said she need extra long. Girl, here's the thing. My son, right? I'll find it for you in a second. Just be good and I'll give it to you. If you're not good, I'm not going to give you the stick. My son, she sleeps in the bedroom with her at night, right? And he will wait, girl, in the middle of the night to kick her out the room because she's too big. She's taking up the whole bed. So she'll jump in the bed with him, and it's only like a twin-size bed, and she takes up half the room. And he's like, he gets tired of sleeping like this, so he'll let her sleep for a little bit, and then you'll hear his door open, and he'll kick her out the room. He's like, we done. And then she'll go in my other kid's room. She'll go underneath the bunk bed, and she'll sleep under the bunk bed. If you behave yourself, I will give you back the stick. You have to wait. Go play your games, and then I'll give it to you in a little bit. Thank you. Go, Joel. All right, hold on, y'all, because Joel don't be listening.
Why aren't you doing this?
Go, Joel. No, because you're going to have a... Y'all know Joel, he wants the stick that we had that he broke from my duster. That's what he keeps coming downstairs for. So he goes smack something up. What do you wear to the beach? A bathing suit. Luna takes up my whole bed too. Oh, it's hers now. She just lets you sleep. Chris is like, this is really her bed. I'm just here. Girl, you just there. Henry just went live, girl. Okay, I'm gonna have to definitely check it out. Frankie said fight. Joel is just, y'all. And he's like, where's the stick? Because he's gonna go upstairs, he's gonna whack people with it. But that is my big dog. Hold on, you guys. Let me wash my hands. Oh my God. He tears up half my stuff. Joel is a handful. Hi, Trap Star. How are you? I know.
This one broke.
What broke?
It broke.
I know, but this was my duster that Joel them tore apart.
I didn't broke that.
You did, and I just bought this. And then Sherry, he told me to duct tape it back together. Y'all, when y'all have kids, they just be tearing up your stuff. I need to stick to what people at work. Krista be like, go sit back at your own desk. Get over there. You're like Joel. He does the most. He does. I'm eating, please. Yada, what is wrong with you? Oh my God. I didn't show this comment because it's funny. Yada or day. What is wrong with you? Duct tape do fix a lot of stuff, girl. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, Joe, you want to say hi to everybody or no?
You don't want to give it back.
I'll get the sticks to say hi first. Joe, they say how did you break the Swiffer? Tell them how you broke this. How did you break this?
I didn't break it. Emma did, I think.
Who broke it?
Emma did.
Emma did not break this.
Well,
what?
He doesn't use it for his PC.
He gonna use it for her feet?
No, for his PC.
For his PC?
And then it broke.
I told you, y'all. What made you decide to become an
Now?
influencer? I don't want to say I'm an influencer, William.
Now?
I would say I'm just
Now?
sharing my life as a mama to 8 with 7 kids at home. I'm just
Now?
sharing my crazy life. And then I hope
Now?
that things that I do make it easier for people that
Now?
have a large family or less kids to run
Now?
their home as well. You know?
Now?
But as an influencer, no. I definitely will not say I'm an influencer. I am just here being a content creator. How to hit me with a stick. I'm a big boy. Frankie, you don't need to get hit with a stick. Sasha said hi, Joel. Can you say hi?
Now can I get it back?
In a little bit, I'll give it back. What made you decide? Okay, I read that comment. Remember me? Of course. Nicoline, how are you? It's been a minute. Where have you been up to? Sasha, you're going to have a baby for one day, Krista said. Y'all, here's the thing about kids. I'll tell everybody, kids are so much work. But I always tell somebody,
Now can
if
you do it?
you say that you don't want to have kids, make sure you have family, nieces and nephews, and somebody, because everybody gets older and everybody needs somebody. I met a guy, give me just a second, Joe. I met a guy once, and I used to work at this copying place, you know, where you do copies and stuff. He was 70 years old. Him and his wife did not have any children at all. His wife had passed away and it was only him. So he would come close to the holidays. He would come in the store just to have somebody to talk to, you know, just to have somebody to communicate with. So if you guys plan on having kids, make sure if your sisters and brothers have kids that you're close with your nieces and nephews. Because when you hit 60 and 70 years old, you don't want to be that person spending holidays all by yourself. You know, because I get it. Not everybody wants to have kids. Not everybody wants to raise kids. But man, make sure that you have close family around you, that you get older, that you're not in a nursing home and you're not stuck with a stranger taking care of you when you're 60, 70, 80 years old. You know, I've seen it. He would come in there and I would talk to them. I'm a person, these older people, I feel sorry for them when they're all alone. I'm going to have a conversation with them and let them just talk. Kids are too much work. They are a lot of work, Dre. They are. Imagine I raised 8 children. Hi, Joe. How big is your... Yours is a tree. His is a Swiffer pole. And that's what he's doing, the Swiffer duster pole. I recently found out that I'm running a race with what? I'm running a race with cervical cancer. Most likely have to have a hysterectomy. So I'm going to see about saving. Girl, Krista, I hope you do, girl. Yes. And then Sasha's going to cook me one. Girl, do that. Do that. If you can save your eggs, definitely save your eggs. Definitely, because you can get the surrogate, you know. You can definitely get a surrogate. Sasha will be your surrogate. Yes, definitely do that. Definitely do that. And there's a lot of good surrogates out there that will carry a baby for you.
Now can you do it?
You know, but I tell people, I find a lot of people are like, I don't want to have kids. It's a lot of work, you know, but you don't want to be that. I think a lot of people don't think about it in the long run. Like, you don't want to be 60, 70-year-olds and alone. You don't want to be in a nursing home and somebody taking care of you. You're too old to take care of yourself and you have nobody, you know. At least be close to your nieces or nephew, you know. And because I have to say, not everybody can take care of a child. Not everybody can. Sunday we're gonna play WWE and I'm gonna fight so hard, Joe. Then bring the broken stick. He gonna whack you with that stick too. Yeah, cook my baby for me. Worst case, I'll just have 938 dogs. That's a lot of dogs, girl.
Waiting
You been waiting for what?
for them to sing.
He's still waiting for the stick, y'all. Joe talking about I'm still waiting.
Now?
Girl, you're like my daughter doesn't want to have any kids.
Now?
She is 21. She does not want to have any kids. Girl, she gonna be that cat lady.
Now?
You need that. You know that cat lady. Get down, Joe. Get down before you fall. You know that cat lady with 20 cats? That's gonna be her. She gonna be at home collecting cats. I'm just come over there and visit her, girl. She's like, I'm not having no kids. I know for sure I'm going to be annoying old man when I get to 70. I don't think you'll be a lovely old man, Dre. I think you will be. If you ever see Dre, them old people that just be set in their own ways, I don't think you'll be one of those. Huh? What is that? Oh, that's for the wall. You can go play in the wall with it. I always wanted to have kids. All my friends have kids, so I spoiled it. I like that. Sucks that I can't have my own though. I like that. At least you're spoiling kids. You know? My thing was this, Krista. When my kids are older and they are out the door, I always wanted to do foster care. But I know that foster children, they need more one-on-one time because a lot of them come from a troubled home. You know, that's why they're in the foster care system. So I've always said to myself, when these kids are grown and out the door, I want to open my house for kids that need a home. You know, just a place to rest until their parents get themselves together and get their situation in their home together where they can go back home. And sadly, some can't go back home. So that was my always thing that I would love to do that. They will be so lucky to have you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, girl. I used to have a friend. His name was, he's still in Kentucky. I say he used to. He's still my friend. Carlos, he worked with the boys' home. So a lot of the kids that were in the foster care system, but they were in a boys' home, he would go and he would take them out and do activities and events with them. You know, that way that they can have a little bit of normalcy, you know, away from being in a boys' home. So he did that a lot. And Joe will bring bring case. You're going to fight him and no, we're not bringing Diddy and Drake. Frankie, you being weird now. You see, Frankie, you see Dre? Dre has a wrench. And Drake knows how to use that wrench. He will be putting you in timeout if you talking some crazy stuff. And no Diddy and no... and I know Dre itching to use that wrench sometime. Get down, please. Can you please listen? If you're not, are you listening to what I told you? I told you to wait, right?
But it takes so long.
It takes so long, but you have to learn patience. If you wait, then I will let you have it. No, you have to. When I'll call you when I'm ready. You have to wait. No, you have to learn patience. You have to learn to wait.
Where is it?
No, I'm not telling you where it is. You got to go wait.
But I can't find it.
Are we working on patience? Listening? Are we listening? No, you're not. And no, if you're not listening, I'm not going to give it to you. Sasha said hi, Joel. You want to say hi? No?
Then you don't tell me what it is.
I'm not going to tell you until you listen. You have to listen. That doesn't work that way. You don't do it when you want to. No, and then you're not going to have it because you're not listening again. Do you remember you didn't get to go to walk the dog for 2 days because you were running in the street and you weren't listening?
But
Okay, you remember that? I didn't let you go with your brother for 2 days to walk the dog because you were in the middle of the street and you weren't listening. So that goes back to listening. No, you have to learn to listen. That means when I tell you you're going to get it, you have to wait. So no, you're not listening. We're not doing it. You're waiting.
he doesn't say what's there.
That's mom's hiding the big...
He doesn't say what's there.
Yes, Abraham! Jacob! They got headphones they carry. Jacob!
Yeah.
Can you turn the lights on so Joe can walk upstairs? Go. Can you turn the lights on? Come down the stairs so Joe can come up the stairs. Go. Hi, Star. How are you?
There's still go downstairs.
He's going by the stairs. Jacob, come by the stairs. Go that way, Joe. Go down that way. Go that way, Joe. Go. He's walking. Go, Joe, before he leaves you. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Go by there. Go over there. Joe, Jacob, come down the stairs for Joe. Go with him up the stairs now. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, Joe, listen. Oh God, remember, you have to have a very big heart to foster kids. It's tough. Not too many people will want to do. I know, and that's a sad thing, Dre. I know I would. I know I wouldn't be able to handle that load. I can. I would. I can definitely handle that load. My thing and my heart goes out to the children, and I think that every child deserves a loving home, and every child deserves to grow up with some kind of peace, some kind of normalcy. You know what I'm saying? Not the chaos that's out there right now with some of these parents that are on substance abuse or neglecting their children, and then they end up stripped from their home and put into some horrible situation that's worse than a home. I know that I would be able to offer them a stable home. And to me, my heart goes out to a child that doesn't have a home to lay their head down, knowing that they're not going to be hurt, they're not going to be abused, they're not going to be physically abused or mentally abused. And that's my goal for working with foster care, at least giving that child that's going in between, you know, with dealing with their parents, getting help to be able to reconnect them with their parents, that they will have a safe place to lay their head down, you know. And that takes a lot of dedication, and it takes somebody that's not selfish, you know. And a lot of people won't want to give their time or be patient enough to deal with children that have issues that are going on, you know. They don't want to open their house because it's too much work. You know, and for me, I'm more concerned about the child having somewhere to have peace, having somewhere where they can at least have a little break from life, you know. And I wish a lot more people would open up their home for these children, but a lot of them won't do it because they just don't want to. Some are not capable, let's put it that way. They can't deal with it, and some just don't want to be bothered with it. Let's just be honest, some don't want to be bothered with it. No, children are children. They all deserve a place that's safe. I'm a huge person for a baby. I'm not weird. They're just so cute and adorable. Only squishy and not so weird. Babies are cute. Who gave the first kiss to you or your boyfriend? Not me. I'm a big girl. I just want, yeah, and it's sad. It's sad. It's super, super sad. I know. So my heart always goes up to kids. I think it's when it comes to children, nah, I just can't, I can't turn away. That's always something on my heart. But right now I know that I have kids already in this home. And I know if you're going to be doing foster, you're going to have more one-on-one time with those children. You know, you're not going to be able to have undivided attention to them. They need that attention. So if you guys are considering adopting, or, you know, you're considering you want to help out, think about foster caring. There's a lot of children that don't get a Christmas. They don't get a Christmas. They don't get a Thanksgiving. They don't even get a birthday. They don't get no one to stop to care about them. And if you have that time to do that, please consider doing foster care. But if you know in your heart that you don't do it, because those kids are already traumatized. They don't need to be more traumatized. But if you know that you can open your home and you can care for a child that needs a home, then do it, you know. But I always tell somebody, if you know you're not a good fit, don't do it. Because I've seen horrible foster parents before. I've seen it. There's one lady I met, she was horrible. And I couldn't talk to her. I couldn't talk to her no more. We couldn't be friends no more because I didn't like the way she was treating her foster daughter. Yes, that's something only a special person will be able to handle. Those kids need special treatment and help. I'm just not built for that. And I like the honesty, Dre, that you say that, you know. I like the honesty that you say, like, hey, I can't do it. Yes, but I can do toys. See, I like Toys for Tots help. Dre, Toys for Tots, man, some of these kids, Dre, they don't even get a birthday present. They don't get a parent that says, hey, you're doing good. You know, nothing. So I like the fact that you say, hey, I may not be able to have a child in my home, but I can contribute this way. And I wish more people were like that, you know. I'm 19, I heard a kid yelling mom and no one helped, so I ran over and acted like a mom and helped and saved him. I feel very happy. I like that star. I never had made a kid yet, but my girlfriend, I want one, but I don't want to do. I love adopting kids. It doesn't matter what color, if they're disabled, if they're whatever they are, disabled, whatever. It's a kid, it's a kid. All kids deserve a home. All kids deserve a home. And I'll tell you the saddest thing I've seen when my friend, he was working with the foster children, and it was a boys' home. And I was lifeguarding, and this child was 16. He was 16 years old, you guys. Just put in your head the 16-year-old. 16-year-olds are typically driving They're out with their friends. They're having fun. This 16-year-old was jumping in the pool, and he was yelling at me. He was like, Miss Rashida, watch me jump into this pool. Watch what I can do. And he would jump in the pool, and I'd be like, yay, good job. You had a 16-year-old with the mind of an 8-year-old because of neglect. Because nobody took the time to tell him good job. Because he came from horrible parents. And Carlos was only, you guys, he was only, I want to say Carlos was 21 at this time when he was doing this. He's only 21 years old. But he was taking part of his time out to go pick these kids up and to do what he could do. He couldn't have them, he didn't have a house to bring them into, but he had time that he could spend with them before they went back to the foster care. But I'm watching a 16-year-old child say, hey, Miss Rashida, watch me jump into the pool. What's going on in America? That we got so many kids in the foster care system, so many kids in boys' home, so many kids in girls' home, and at least Dre's saying I can step up and donate toys and do things, and there are people that can open a home don't want to, you know, or even they need clothes. They would say, can you donate clothes to us? Some of these children need clothes, you know, shoes. You know, these homes need supplies to keep them running, you know. Headed to the office. Good night, Dre. Have a good night. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I'm lonely and I'm proud I adopted a baby of any color. I love it. Yeah, I love that. Thank you, Dre, so much for coming in. Give a home, you guys. Give a home if you can. If you can. If you know that you don't work good with doing the foster care and adoption, then donate clothes. If you got kids' clothes that your kids grown out of and you are able to donate the clothes, donate to the boys and girls home. They need it. They need it, you guys. They need a lot of stuff for these children. It is a sad thing to see. Hi, J Edits. How are you? Thank you for liking and subscribing. You're a kind-hearted person. I love the goal. I love God made your heart. Thank you so much. Thank you for that, Frankie. I always have a heart for children. I think children are innocent, and I don't like to see kids suffer. They're completely innocent. They can't control the environment that they came into, and so can't blame the kids for the situation that they're in. And if you can help, you know, even if you can't open up your door, you got clothes that your kids grow out of, donate it. You got food that you can donate it. If Toys for Tots, the Salvation Army, if you guys can donate to that, it helps these children out. Hi, Con. How are you? How are you doing? How's your day going? How are you? I love the chat, you guys. I know everybody's getting sleepy time chat. I'm probably going to jump over and see what Henry's doing over there on his live for a little bit. So I thank you guys for coming into the live. I'm going to be working on I'm going to be dropping some content this week. I gotta work on that, so I'll definitely drop some for you guys. Hi, Nate. How are you? How's your evening going? You guys are probably Monday. Who's Monday already? Because I'm at 10 over here. We got Monday for a lot of you guys over there. Did you troll Henry, Frankie? Did you? Are you going to go over there and troll with some more? I love being kind-hearted, and I'm headed there. I'm heading there right now, and there's such a cute one, and it's be color. I'm going to adopt one. Good. How are you doing? I'm doing really good today. Thank you. Hi, it's like Lenarx. Did I say that right? It's Monday for you, Sasha. I love that. Can I be your sugar baby? You are so silly. Girl, I love that. Yeah, so. Yeah, are you going to head over there, Sasha? Are you heading to Henry's? I said I am. Frankie, are you heading to Henry's? Are you guys going to, it's called Searching for the Dream. Searching for the Dream. He'll have like a boat in his background. Nah, I'm more richer. Y'all, I'm going to head it. Y'all hit that like button if y'all on here and y'all love this content on here. Y'all hit the like button. I like the discussion tonight. It's really, really good. I'm not sure. I know, Sasha, I'm probably gonna sneak over there and say hi for him for a little bit, girl. I'm in Japan, so I will come though. Sasha's in Japan as well. I have him added. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you so much for adding him as well. I appreciate that. You guys are so amazing. I love you guys. You guys, I will be dropping some content for you guys this week. Definitely hit me up. And if there's things that you guys want to see on my channel, I put posts up. I try to put posts up weekly. Drop a comment on there. Say, hey girl, when you about to drop a video on this or that? And I can see what I can do. So I appreciate you all that been on here tonight. Thank you so much for the love. You guys are amazing. I wish I could thumbs you all up. So I hope you guys have an amazing night. I love you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye from Ukraine. I'm in Arizona. Have a good night, you guys. If you guys want, I'll see you over on Henry's side. Bye.